Yo, 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 what it
Boom.
do? What the business is? Jeezy's known to handle his.
Did you make that
Oh
song up? I
god.
don't think that's a real song.
Man, what is you
Mhm.
talking about, man?
Yeah, man,
It's just
you heard,
it just
hey, what the
swung it
business
into
is.
existence.
Jeezy known to handle his, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Oh, that's what you were singing?
yeah. I was
Mm,
singing it, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying? The old school way. Hey,
Oh,
what the
okay.
business is. Jeezy, known to handle his.
What's going on, man?
Oh, yo,
I don't know.
you trying to say I can't say?
I don't know.
That's
I
what y'all
don't know
trying
what's
to
going
say.
on.
Wow, it's like that, Jay.
Very,
It's like that, Rob.
very.
That's how we doing it today. What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples, man? How y'all doing today?
I'm doing all right. Better now that I see y'all,
Man.
because it was not a good day. It was a
Hmm.
wild, it was a wild one today. So
Yeah, seem like we all
Man,
had one of those days. Seems like
yeah,
we
it
all
was.
had one of those days. You know what I'm saying?
Only good thing
I,
about today, right, so far is I had some
mhm.
tacos. That's the only
you
good
had
thing out of
tacos?
it. That
Now see, I'm
All
jealous.
right,
I
all
had
right, all right. What
tacos.
kind of tacos?
Man, it was like so it was at this place. It's called the Bazaar Bar, and it's black owned, so it's black people making tacos. So it was
Hmm.
like a taco
You
and
know,
a quesadilla. It was like the taco dilla. I don't
so
know. It
like
was
the
good though.
quesadilla, and they
Taco
folded it up
Dell.
and then turned it into a taco.
It's pretty much, man. It's pretty much
That's
but
interesting.
it was
Well,
so
see,
good. But they call
that
them
sounds
tacos.
interesting, though.
Yeah, you like a
Oh, it
true
was good.
foodie.
Oh man, it was good. Like it wasn't, it was the rendition of tacos, man. So it wasn't like Korean tacos. I don't know.
Look,
They
I'm not
Yeah,
changed it
trying to
well,
up.
eat any kind of way, so
Anyway,
that
come
sounds
on,
good
let's
to
go.
me.
that's
Oh
what's
yeah,
up. That's what's up.
I
All
was
right,
tearing
well,
them up.
we got three people on. You know, we ain't make it to our magical seven, but we'll go ahead and get rolling.
Probably
What's
because
up?
we're late.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Pardon us for being late. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's an
I
IT
messed up
specialist on
the
here.
whole thing, y'all. It's all me. I was logged into
Yeah.
3 or 4 different
No, no, I
accounts. I
We
wasn't.
don't know
couldn't
what was going
figure
on
out
today.
technology. None of us could, so it wasn't just
No,
you.
ain't nobody's fault.
And look,
Cause
it's a
I
couple of us
couldn't help
working
at
that too.
all.
We definitely
Wasn't none of.
are all ate up being on call, trying to figure this issue out and can't even get logged into
You
my account.
Hmm.
know what I'm saying, right?
I
We all
couldn't.
IT professionals. That's what's even funnier.
I have to escalate.
Wow. Yeah,
Escalate
yeah.
to
Put
the
a
service
ticket
side.
in. You better put a
Eh,
ticket in real quick.
Take it into
Application side
India.
can't handle it,
You gotta put that
You
ticket number. What's
stupid,
that ticket
Jay.
number?
right?
Yeah, you stupid.
Man,
Better add that ticket
I'm
number.
still having technical difficulties, man. I can't even get it to share on my page, man. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just relax. Well, anyway, right? So we got 9 people. We're gonna go ahead and get started, right? Before I get started, you know what I'm saying? I just wanna throw this out there to everybody, right? Keep in mind that this is a public forum, you know what I'm saying? Meaning that we have people watching from all walks of life, you know what I'm saying? I have my friends in Australia who will hit me up and be like, hey, I watched in the minute. Well, I ain't my Australian accent don't sound good, man.
Yeah.
Right. I was getting ready to say,
What
what is
the
that?
fuck
There is
was
none.
that?
There is no accent at all. Like I don't know what you tried to do.
What
Like
the
Thank
hell
you,
was
Yvonne.
that?
Hey, Brenda.
huh?
Hey, hey, Renee.
Did you get the
But
country
yes,
wrong? Did you get the planet
so
wrong or
just
something? Like,
just keep in mind, you know what I'm saying, certain things you post that it's you know what I'm saying, it's available to any and everyone. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're posting on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Any and everyone can
Really
see it.
entertaining.
So I just want to say be mindful of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, might have jobs, some of y'all are still getting your stimulus check,
My boss
you
was
know.
on here. One of my bosses was here, but both of my bosses
So you know what I'm saying?
watching. So
So
yeah,
I don't want y'all to mess none of that up, all right?
I must be doing a good
yeah.
job because he didn't fire me
Yeah, there
after
you go, there you go.
watching the Sexpert episode. I thought he was going to give me a pink slip because he was like, "No, I need you to do this work." So
See, you got a good
yeah.
boss. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. This Dak, I don't know who I'm AKA in this week. I think I'm just gonna be Dak this week. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. Dak,
I'm fin
aka.
Yeah. I'm feeling like Slim in the throat back. You know what I'm saying? I don't even
That
sound like it. I'll just go with
that
that.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Take that.
still
That's
don't
a
know what's
Slim in
gonna
the throat,
happen.
but that don't even
You gonna
sound
be
right.
Dak.
Just put Dak.
Yeah,
Dak,
We need to
Silk
bleep
throat.
that out. We definitely need to bleep that out.
Yeah. Silk. You said
He
silk throat.
said,
You
You
said
said
silk
slim throat?
silk
Wait,
throat.
what?
Slim
Silk throat?
throat.
Yeah,
What
right.
is slim
he
throat?
said some
What?
slim.
Silk
And
throat?
I started to say what they say on the Boondocks, but I can't say that. So you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know,
Rob
Listen,
Deasy, tell
it's
them what you
Pride
bleep.
Month. It's Pride
AKA
Month,
Little
man.
Man.
It's Pride Month, dog. Do you think? Do you think?
Yeah, right. What you say? I'm trying to come out on the low end. Go ahead, Rob
We love
Deasy.
you, bro.
Tell them who you be, who you are.
What's up, man? Y'all know who it is. Your boy Rob Deasy, Mr. Keep It 1000 Well. Man, we got a good conversation today. I'm not gonna throw it out there for you. I'm gonna let somebody else do that. But yeah, man, long day, long day. What's up? What's up, good
Damn.
vibes? We seeing you smile.
What's up?
Okay.
What's
Smile,
up?
girl. Hey, I see you on the West Coast. I saw you.
Yeah, I had to go home for a hot minute. My oldest son crossed that stage, and whoo! Ever since he left Montessori school, he hated regular school because he couldn't choose what he wanted to learn.
Oh yeah, right.
He couldn't
Mhm.
go from touching this and painting this to doing a science experiment to doing this. And his teacher in Montessori would give him breaks in between and let him just go run because that wasn't his thing. My son will start counting dots. Okay, that's a pattern. There's three. And next thing
That's
I
how it
know,
was.
he's
Wow.
someplace else. So having, to go to regular school, public school after that, and then having COVID and being in front of a computer when that's not even his thing. Look, he breaks his phones. He don't know where the phone is. He don't even care about his technology like that. So I have to sit in front of that computer every day and have AAU
Wow.
canceled and have basketball canceled and have his other league canceled and no scouts and no games and to him ball is life. So he had to go that whole year thinking that his senior year was going to be a different year than what it turned out to be. But he stuck through it and he graduated. So mama couldn't
That's
be
awesome.
any happier. So yeah, I went home
That's
and
awesome.
ate my way to
Congratulations.
LA.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank
Oh,
you.
man.
Congratulations.
One more to go. One more to go.
Congratulations.
This baby's 13, so he's
Ooh.
getting there. But all the original three, they're all adults now and all graduated. So that
That's
means
what's up.
party time for me.
Party time.
Somebody she about to get on out.
No, I'm just playing.
That food was looking good though.
Man, listen, I couldn't even get to all the places that I wanted to get because I didn't have enough days to
Mhm.
Yeah.
call myself eating the amount of food that I had really planned on eating. But I hit the spots that I could.
Did you throw away that pastrami or did you at least try it out?
My daughters kind of killed some of it. I picked a little bit of the meat
Okay.
off, and then I was like, let me pick my battles because if I eat all this bread at this meal, then I couldn't have that
Yeah.
ice cream later on. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let these. I was trying to
Yeah, that thing was massive, dude.
kind of work it out. But yes, there's a lot of the burger joints in Southern Cali at least. You can get what they call super fries, carne asada,
Carne asada
or
fries.
chili cheese.
What the hell is that?
So,
Connie started fries.
Carne
yeah,
asada
So
fries.
the
They
chopped up
bomb.
steak that goes
What
on
is that? I ain't never heard of that.
It's
Yeah,
just
they
steak.
make
It's
some
just
bomb
chopped
ones in
steak.
Cali.
It's in tacos. Cover fries and that, and hot sauce, guacamole, onions, sour cream, cheese, fried jalapenos be on there, bacon bits. Like, it's crazy. Those
be
fries
bomb.
came with 2 fried eggs and a whole avocado on top.
Ooh.
I couldn't even pretend I was going to eat that with the eggs and the avocado, so we didn't do that. But
Ooh.
All right. Jay.
What's going on, man? That was a pretty high note, man. I have to continue with the vibe, with good vibe, man. I got a lot of bad news. I wouldn't say bad news, but you know what I'm saying, like news that was just disappointing. You know what I mean? And
Right.
and I had, but the other thing, since we were talking about food, I will say that something that was good, right? I had some tacos. I know I probably said that earlier, but I had some really banging tacos. So, I'm coming into this whole thing with a gut full of goodness.
Okay. So good. Bad day, but the food made up for it is what you're saying.
But yeah, right now, yeah, it's working for me right now. So
Okay. Is there anything you want to get off your chest? You know what I'm saying? You need to vent, talk out your bad day, or you want to just keep on going?
oh man,
Give me some good
I can
vibes.
rant,
I need to
man, but
sprinkle
I
you.
just it's always something. I just say it's always something though, man. It's always gonna be something you're gonna throw right in front of you, man. Like either you're gonna go around it or over it or under it or through it or whatever, or you just gonna stop or turn around. Go some place. Nah, man, I'm not stopping. I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I'll
Perfect
figure it out. So
All right, that's
you
a
know what
bet.
I'm saying?
That's
Like,
a bet. That's a bet. So
Strong black man right there. He's
yeah,
strong. You know,
yeah, that's right. He mad strong.
strong.
He
man,
fool
it's
strong,
time,
yeah.
man. This
So
time, man. I'm tired.
we got a great show for y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, y'all gonna get to hear from us and learn a little more about us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all learned about our triggers and some of the other things on the other end. And y'all gonna learn about some of our personal goals, dreams, and challenges that we go through as far as trying to achieve our goal, right? But before we get started, like I always do, I like to throw a little curveball into
Oh
things because I
Lord,
ain't got nothing else to do with my life, right?
you might be silly when
um,
you say that, but okay.
I want to talk about social media and how it influences people's thinking, thoughts, perceptions. You know what I'm saying? What how do things that people post influence you, or do you feel like you influence others by the things that you post? And let me qualify it. The reason I thought of this is because if you think about the Mayweather fight, right? With the guy Jake Paul, those brothers. These
Oh yeah,
brothers
yeah.
off
Oh,
of freaking social media, they were able to get a big enough following to get a fight with Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? We know the fight was going to be a BS fight.
Garbage.
But my thing is, this kid built up enough influence to make freaking millions from just using social media.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
A lot of
saying?
rappers did too. Yeah, a lot of
but
rappers
So
he
got
knocked out
views.
Lil Nate.
I don't even know who that is.
Nate
I was getting
Robinson,
ready to say, I
little
don't
Nate
know.
Robinson used to be
Oh
jumping and
yeah,
dunking. Yeah, he
that's
knocked
who
him
they.
out. Yeah.
hey,
That's who
hey,
he
hey,
knocked out. Oh, I remember saying that. Yeah.
Y'all
Ooh,
straight up celebrated.
he stole
that's
on
why I
Lil
got all
Nate.
them followers. That's why I got all them
Man, he
followers, man.
slumped Nate over,
That
bro.
shit was
Face down.
hilarious, man.
Yeah, he stole
Face
on Nate,
down
bro.
ass. He had that boy slump. He did a Superman. The Soldier Boy Superman.
That's why I got all them followers, man. That shit
What,
was
man? He made that
hilarious.
fool look like he was on a slip and slide in the sun.
Right. He damn sure did. That shit was hilarious, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Do Is there anyone on social media that influences you to make you want to go, you know what I'm saying, buy this new outfit or buy the new bonnet or, you know what I'm saying, go buy their class or you know what I'm saying? Let's just have a conversation
Yeah.
or are you doing things that you feel are influencing people and you feel like it's something positive and you get a lot of, you know what I'm saying, inboxes and, preach Rob and preach good, preach Jay and, FU Dak moments. You know what I'm saying? They don't
No,
tell
but
me
let me
preach
tell you,
it.
you be making people say that to you. You post the most off the wall stuff. I just roll my eyes sometimes. But you know what? I'm not even going to entertain him today because all he's going to do is ask me a question and I answer my question and I'm going to be frustrated. So I haven't even been on your stuff lately. But
My feelings is hurt.
Really?
hey, it's a dirty job, but somebody has to do it. Yeah, I'm influenced by. I actually had to stop following certain people because the influence was that bad. So I have a history. Well, look, I got a history of every damn thing. Y'all gonna think I'm a mess, but uh, intermittent disordered eating. So I used to follow body conscious gurus. Black women with the perfect bodies, the big butts, and the little tiny waists, and I would I would watch their videos or watch what they say and get triggered and realize that for that whole day I wasn't eating nothing. I was drinking water because
What?
it was just something that I saw by seeing her and then wanting to be more like her. And little by little, I wouldn't say maybe a third of them were outed for having different types of surgeries, which I'm not hating on them having any surgery.
Right.
I'm not hating on
Right.
that. It just wasn't what I thought. And so, I'm always going to be exercising and I'm always going to be doing my best to eat well. I have my cheats, but I always go back to it. It's something that's always back here for me. So I was like, well, she's like, I'm doing this and how come I can't, And so I had to be like, you know what, let me stop unfollowing. You too fine, your booty too perky, your titties way too perky. I don't like that. So I just stopped following people that made me feel bad, whether it was, purposely or not. I had to kind of cultivate my social media. So my social media is a bunch of positive, spiritual, hippie people, and then I have my militant black men and my spiritual hoteps on there, and I just cultivated a feed that I like to see every day.
Right.
And so my social media is pretty positive from that standpoint.
So let me ask you a question. How old were you when you were following these people? Were you was this years ago or this
it's been
recently?
Since before social media, when I was following them in magazines. I knew certain health gurus, and I also followed probably some of the same girls you did. I used to like Buffy the Body and
Buffy was
I used to love Esther. Ooh, Esther was my dream girl. I was gonna turn into Esther. I just wanted to be Esther. And then I don't know if y'all are old enough to know Esther, but Esther was, if I can find a picture, I'll post it. But Esther was the ultimate to me. And then there was this girl, I can't think of her name. It was Nicole something, and she was in Halle Berry video by some rapper. I don't know who the person is. But she was built like me, but just everything was snatched up real good. So I used to hang the pictures up in front of the treadmill. So it's been a long time. I tear them out of the magazine or out of the, the little teeny bopper magazines that my kids got them. I thought, ooh, she looked good. I would tear the pages out and use them as inspiration. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
Oh, that's interesting. What about you, Rob?
Well, I follow Instagram models, so I mean, let's get that out.
Are you trying to look like them, or they influencing you?
I mean, they influencing me to go hit the gym or something, but
see, you can relate.
No, I'm just joking. I mean, just like anybody, you want to look at something nice in your feed. But honestly, I like to watch people who want to talk about ways to make money, especially when you talking about, like, I've seen this one little kid. He's like worth he's like a millionaire off of starting his own clothing line, and the fact that he would even share that with adults and kids, kind of giving a blueprint. I always find that fascinating, so I always kind of gravitate to those type of videos or those type of individuals, so I could kind of see different avenues, different avenues people go down, so you can at least have options. A lot of people just focus on going to work every day and letting that check just be that check. So, always trying to figure out how to diversify money. And especially, I honestly love seeing these kids. I love seeing these kids, man, especially like our young black and brown kids. I love to see that, because it mean that somewhere along the lines, they took it upon themselves to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? The little boy ain't had nothing but, a couple of little clothes. I think he started out with t-shirts and it blew up. But he was on
right. But
yeah,
now, do you believe those people, or do you feel like they straight selling the dream? Because you know what I'm saying, I for me, sometimes it's difficult to tell. Okay, you know what? I think this guy is just a good freaking salesman, and you know what I'm saying. That's it. Because to me, it's all like reality TV. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I think I'm a good judge of genuine. I think a lot of times, man, like I said, when you look at the little boy and how he talk about it, he talking about it from a very confident standpoint. Like, that man put that work in. You know what I'm saying? He ain't up there like feeling like, he trying to fill the story in. Nah, he know because he did it. You know what I'm saying? So you could kind
Mhm.
of look at people and listen to them and tell whether they feel it, where you could feel that vibe like they really did it. You know,
Mhm.
because you gonna know. If you did it, you gonna know. It ain't no even trying to search for the words, trying to search for the story.
Right.
You know.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So once I see that, the kids doing good. And another thing, it's a lot of people out here that folks will say, oh, he was washed up, or,
Mhm.
he only had one album with, man, these dudes was investing in all kind of stuff. Nipsey used to be
Yeah.
talking about crypto. Like, I like to listen
Mhm.
to them too, because, Nipsey turned me on to a good bit of stuff. So,
But
um,
what is it about them? You know what I'm saying? Where, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people be like, yo, you know what, these dudes is just damn rappers trying to sell something. So what kind of makes them so authentic? You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody else.
I mean, if you listen to Nip, man, I'm saying, like, you could tell. Like, you
Mhm.
could tell the genuine in his voice that he actually did that stuff.
Mhm.
Cause it wasn't all good. Like,
It's the
some people
story.
tell a
Yes.
story all good. Like,
Yes.
he straight telling you this what I
Mhm.
came from without trying to glorify it as I grow as a man. So, like,
Mhm.
you could feel it in his songs. You could feel it when he talk, cause he genuine.
Mhm.
Like, he the type dude that's gonna be like, yeah, I took some ass whoopings. I
Mhm.
did, but I dished some out too. Ain't a lot of people gonna say that. It's a
Right.
lot of people
Mm-hmm.
gonna be running around saying like, "Oh no, I was tearing ass up." They searching
Mhm.
for, "Oh, I body slammed them." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I
Right.
ain't
Right.
never heard Nip pause unless he was just trying to figure out the proper way to state something, and you could
Right.
tell just by the way he talking.
Right. Right. Right.
It's
Nah,
like
that
the
makes
difference
sense.
between Donald Trump saying how he became rich and somebody just real off the street saying how they became rich. I had to
Right.
do it all myself, and I had to borrow so many $1 million from my dad to make this happen. And then you got somebody else that was like, like MC Hammer or somebody saying, "Man, look, I was selling
Mm-hmm.
albums and CDs at the back of my car. I was
Mm-hmm.
that
Right.
boy on the weekends trying to be a dancer and make some money." And I mean,
Right.
look at darn Love Diddy, Daddy, Puffy, whatever he's gonna be. He likes to reinvent himself, but I mean,
Mhm.
he was a dancer too. And next thing you know,
Mhm.
he was head of of a record
Right.
label.
Right. Bad boy
You
and all
know,
that. Right.
I
Mhm.
mean, well, Uptown, I think it was Uptown first, and then he started his own. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and people know him from when his teeth was all bad and his skin
Yeah.
was all bad before
Mhm.
he had his come up. You can look at
Oh
Ludacris,
yeah.
his skin polish. He's going to the dermatologist now. You know these people. You've seen where they come
Mhm.
from, and they have enough
Yeah.
people around them that know where they came from. So you know the stories are real because you can relate to them.
Mhm.
When somebody just says,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I got rich because I had this idea," or it came to me and I was, when there's no story,
Mhm.
then it's not really believable.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Now
Yeah.
now he with Carisha.
Mhm. Right. Whoever the heck you would. Right.
He'll reach back,
no.
way back.
No comment, Yvonne. No comment, Yvonne.
Yvonne, you have to IM me
What?
later and let's hash that out because
Mhm.
I
Nah,
don't know.
they
I don't know.
put out a conspiracy that said Suge really put a hit out on Puff and Big was in the way. And it wasn't really a hit for Big, it was a hit for Puff. I
Mm.
could believe it because they Suge and Puff was at it.
Yeah, but
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? That and it, they were at it, but because the media, you know what I'm saying, like the media really put it on the next level to kind of make things, I think, more than what they really were. Because I don't think it would have been, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it wasn't as big, but I don't think nobody would have really got hurt to that degree if it wasn't for the media. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
social media then just started really, you know what I'm saying, really influencing a lot of people and what they were doing and how they were doing it and stuff like that. You know what
kind
I'm
of
saying?
gotta recognize that the gang element and the street element of this is that once you pick a side and you claiming your side like you would your set or something else, and they talking about your coast and where you come from, it's a whole nother mentality that comes out.
Hmm.
People were taking this personally, like it was attack on them as a
Yeah,
person.
exactly.
Once
Yep.
individuals started taking that stuff
Mm-hmm.
personally, it's a
Hmm.
whole nother, it's a whole
Oh
nother
yeah.
bag, and you can't control that.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
know what I'm saying?
control
You
that.
know.
I think
Oh
they intended to start a war. Like
yeah, they did. Yeah, they
I
did.
honestly believe the government might have had a hand in it to start a war.
wouldn't be the
because
first
it made the
time.
whole coast. It made whole coast try to go
Whole
against
coast.
each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. I definitely do. But I'm gonna jump before we go down that path. Let me give Jay an opportunity to answer the question, Jay. And Jay, what was
What influences me
yeah?
online, I guess, and I guess what's the
Correct. Yeah,
what's
correct.
okay. Yeah, what influences me online? Well, I think what influences all is what we want out of life. And me in particular, like I love food, so anybody that's cooking something or whatever, what I'm saying, they got a positive message going on with it. I love it. I lock into that all day, every day. Also, music, man. Man, Toby. I mean, I'd be watching Toby's videos, man. I'm like, wow, this dude is
Toby, I
so
never heard of Toby.
creative, huh?
Who's Toby? I never heard of
I
him.
can't say I can't say his last name. I probably messed up his first one too, but it's a black dude from Houston with the gold
Okay.
fronts and like 5,000 children that's always in his videos.
Mhm.
I know I'm messing
You're
it
gonna
up.
have to be a little more. I'm gonna need a little more clear.
Yeah,
They all got
I
gold.
know I'm gonna have to. Yeah. He's a artist out of Houston, man. I watch a lot of his videos.
Mhm.
Different ones from different producers that I love,
Oh,
man.
Toby from the
Making beats.
Roots. Ah, okay. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly from the Roots video. Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's between music, then what else? Anything that I'm interested in that I'm learning. Like right now is real estate. So I'm locking in on. And somehow I guess
I'm
because
mad
you do
at
like a
you. I'm
lot of
getting ready to
searches.
get down there.
Yeah, all stuff just starts showing up on your feed, probably because they
Yes.
gathering all that information.
Yes, P. Allen. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
what's
A
that?
whole
What's that?
vibe. A whole vibe.
What you talking about?
Toby.
Oh
Yeah. You
Whole
started
vibe.
dancing. You
Down
lost me
to
for a
the
second.
down to
Yeah.
the mint green. Listen, I'm about to give me a custom
Yeah.
bottom grill made.
Yes.
It's gonna be all manner of problems.
Yeah. That's my I love to watch that dude videos, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah. I'm
so
gonna have to check
inspiring
that
in
out.
so many
His
different
baby's
ways.
beautiful. His wife is
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Like
Right.
Yeah, it's so inspiring in many different ways. Like this is it looks like
so.
free video. Like
What
it's
about
the house.
fashion, Jay? Are you following anybody fashion wise? Since I know you into the fashion.
Oh, fashion wise,
You have some people.
man. No, I mean not. That's a good question.
You seen Rich Fresh?
Rich Fresh. No, I don't know what it is.
Never heard of
I
that.
don't really.
This brother,
I know like the dress
he's sharp and he's colorful and he's
crispy,
hectic a little bit. Man,
crispy.
who?
He crispy, huh?
Oh man, let me tell you, in a deep
Yeah, he
way,
has.
not in the expected way.
Oh, you posted some stuff. I started. What's the girl's name? Tiana Taylor.
Oh,
Ooh,
Tiana.
okay, I used to stalk her.
Yo,
She was giving me all
man,
shit.
you got me on her now. You got me on her. You got me on her, man. I'm like, oh my, yo, like
she's
this
like a freak. She's a freak of nature, but in a good way. Like I'm not talking about her, but she's a dang freak of nature. That's just
man.
She
I
is
like the contrast.
God's favorites. I just don't know. He gave her extra, or he spilled the bucket. I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Okay, I need to. I don't think I've ever like thoroughly listened to anything. If they didn't play it on the radio,
I'm not talking about music. I'm not talking about music, bro.
Getting it on music. Her music is sexy.
Not talking about music at all right now.
Okay, what you talking about?
I'm talking about how her physical
attributes.
Physical presence on this earth. That's what I'm talking about, man. But it's the thing, like it's not like she wasn't, she was naked. You know what I'm saying? Like she had some clothes. He was covered up a couple times. Just a few things, just like popping out, man. I'm like, I really appreciate it.
Listen, let me tell you, I will hype up my sisters when they feeling like a vibe to me. I'm hyping them up. It is not a problem at all.
So I guess I could say that the good vibe is an influencer for me.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
If you look at
that's where I got it from.
If you look at a couple of my pages, when I see somebody that's vibing, I'll put she's a whole vibe and tag her and post her in my stories. I have no problem with that. Whoopi Goldberg was doing some fly shit a couple months back in this white outfit that she had on, and I was like, Whoopi, like, ooh, Whoopi, you on fire today? Like, I loved her. She was a straight up vibe, like, you know.
Whoopi, okay.
Where it's due.
Yeah, nah, Whoopi look good to me. So you know what I'm saying. Whoopi, you know,
Whoopi has a nice vibe.
I'll try to get with Whoopi, man. For real, man.
A lot of people don't think she
That's
does.
what I'm saying.
Bro,
Whoopi got a nice
man,
body.
you was scoping under
Who you talking about? Are you talking about Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah,
she got
bro,
a nice
that's
body.
what I'm saying.
My uncle saw her
Whoopi
before she
Goldberg.
was at some burlesque show in Vegas. He said they
when she was
Whoopi could get it all day long.
when she was in Roots, or
Sunday.
not Roots, but
Whoopi holding, man.
Y'all
Y'all sleeping on Whoopi, man. Whoopi is holding, man.
She was a sister act.
Man. I'll let her be great, man. I'll let her be great. I mean, I remember her from The Ghost.
We do.
I remember her from The Ghost, man. I don't know. I just ain't never seen her like that.
You ain't seen her no different, man. Don't be hating on my girl, man.
It's not even about hate.
I ain't never looked at her like that. Chocolate sister. I ain't never looked at her like that.
I thought she was funny. I thought she was real funny.
Actually, if you look at her aside from the roles she's played and how her energy is not always very soft, if you look past that and look at her features, her skin is clear. Her features are balanced. She's got a tiny little features in her face. She's not a sloppy looking woman. She's older now, but if you go back and look, it was just the comedy that everybody was looking at. They weren't looking at her. If you see pictures of Whoopi from back in the day, it's no question that she's all that.
They weren't looking at what I was looking at. I was looking at them yams.
She didn't give off the feminine vibe.
She had them
I don't
yams.
blame you for that. I don't blame you.
Amsterdam.
Yeah, Whoopi had them yams.
Amsterdam.
Ulysses, yes, we definitely try to promote our friends. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We try to promote any and everywhere we possibly can. But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and just move on a little bit and let's talk about leveling up. You know what I'm saying? Let the folks get to know us a little more. Get to know us a little more. You know what I'm saying? Talk about, you know what I mean, your dreams, your goals. You know what I'm saying? If there's any challenges that you're having achieving your goals, what are they? How are you, you know what I'm saying, overcoming them? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Real Estate Man, being you the newly crowned real estate man.
Oh man, I ain't crowned yet, man. That's one of the things I found out again today, man. I gotta take another exam. You know,
okay.
So I'm preparing for that again. So that's back on the map. What else has got going on? And so that's the big one right now, man. And I'm recreating my career in real estate, specifically because I have goals that have my kids in mind first. You know, for a very, very long time, I used to travel for work. You know, in sales, and you know, and I would pay. You know, to have somebody else, you know, work with my, you know, particularly my son, but also my daughter. Like, and so I didn't really get a chance to spend a lot of time, you know. But after taking a year off, man, from corporate America, man, and rearing my children, like rearing them, you know, I see the benefit of it, man. Like I see the whole. I mean, like and so for me, it is my goal to be independent, like, enough so I can be effective, you know, and be as close and prioritize my kids, man. I see the difference, and that's what I'm investing in right now. So just trying to get that done. I can't try that. I have no other recourse but to get but to be successful right now. Like this is what's gonna happen. It's what we're gonna have. So I might have 5 different, you know what I'm saying, you know, 5, 6 different things going on, but you know, it's you know what I'm saying, it's gonna have to happen. So real estate's one. I'm also I've got cameras and you know, looking to get my FAA drone license. So I can also go into real estate photography. Since I'm already in it, you know what I'm saying, I can kind of use my network and also my skills. I got to get up on my editing though. I got to get up on my editing with we call it Photoshop and all that kind of stuff, man.
Photoshop and Pro,
yeah, got to get on that. But so it's several different irons in the fire. And with real estate, you can also do so many different things. So if I can get in and early and find something quick, so I get into, legal flips, if you will. And there's some people that do flips illegally. But yeah, I think in that realm, it's going to allow me to do a lot of different things and be able to,
So Jay, Crash is
meet
asking,
my goals.
what's your why? So why do you want to do these things? You just want to get rich and have
Yeah.
money, so you can
Right. So like I was saying,
strip
like,
club, or you
yeah,
have like
man, like I just said, man. Yeah, like I was just saying, man. My children. I didn't say, but my son, he's autistic.
Okay.
So he's 13 this month, man. The end of the month, brother. So, and at that time when I decided to do that, he was going downhill, and I saw the benefit of just being close to him and also my daughter. And I really, just to see where they are now, both my
Mhm.
son and my daughter, in the relationship that we have.
Yeah.
I've never been, I'm sacrificing some things. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like some things that, I'm not happy about. You know what I'm saying? But overall, man, like I wouldn't change this decision, in the world, for anything in the world. And then, the things I'm not happy about is the decisions that I made. It wasn't for something else. Like, it was my mistakes. I chose to do something. I was the causation. So,
Mhm.
it's the
But
best thing, one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life, man.
What's your goal for love?
mm,
Oh man,
oh, you done switched
and that's
around.
what I'm
mm,
working on, man.
mm,
That is
that's
what I
good, bro.
am working on.
All right, let's go
That's
to
a
the next
great
question.
question.
What you working on then? Because I hear that
So
all
I'm
the time.
Yeah,
I
man,
was, I was trying to get
got
on
on
it,
that
man.
bed behind you.
So here's what I'm figuring out, man. Here's what I'm figuring out, man. Since I've been
Yeah.
single for so long, it is, I'm okay because right now I'm focusing on my children, but I know there's gonna be a time where they dip out,
Yes.
and so what's happening right now is I am I have inclinations on certain people, and I know they're good people, but because they live in a different state or something like that, I'm like, they cool, as fuck. Oh, I can't wait to meet them. But I'm not, shucks, man. I got to do it, but I got to do all this over here. I'm busy, but at the same time, but I see the value, so I want it. You know what I'm saying?
You got them
I want the
stuttering.
relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Got them
I
stuttering.
see the value, man. I want it, man. But it's a lot of it's easily distracted, or I don't, I can always kick the can down the road, But there's a cost to pay, you know.
Mm,
There's a cost to pay. That's all I'm saying, you know. So
right.
am I
No, that's
supposed to stop?
understood.
That's what you're saying? Am I
I'm
supposed
just
to stop talking?
No,
Thoughts?
no, no.
No. I just was asking. We talking about goals.
Yeah.
You talk because I know you was gonna give the PC answer, so I wanted to try to get another
PC
different type of answer
yeah.
out of you.
What
Right,
was
right, right.
PC
We
about? I
know
mean,
we know the
like,
answers Jay
Nah,
I need to
giving.
start
nah.
adding the motherfucker in there or something like this.
Nah. You don't never talk about nothing personal to you, right? You talk
Oh,
Hmm.
about your kids. That's being a father. But let's talk
oh
about
yeah.
Jay the person, because
Oh,
that's one
we
thing
talking
I
about
feel like
love.
us as parents get lost in, man. Like we
Oh
forget about
yeah.
ourselves because we so busy,
Mm-hmm.
taking care of other folks. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was just asking that just to see if that was in your
Right.
radar.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I couldn't flush that one off, man. I'm like, yeah. Do all y'all want love or not? Oh, I don't want love. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no
Mhm.
front on. Yeah,
Hmm.
man. I want it, man. But I also want it to be easy. That's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I gotta get my shit right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta. Well, I don't know. Perhaps it's I don't know. I don't know what to say, bro. Like, but I want it.
No, that's
am
understood.
I
But
still on the hot seat? Like,
I
y'all
mean,
still
yeah,
asking me
yeah.
questions?
to be okay in the
What's
meantime. It's okay to be happy in the meantime. There's nothing
Why
wrong
you
what?
chose real
in
estate?
the
You know what I'm
meantime.
saying? Because it seemed like today everybody want to everybody want to sell real estate. So why'd you get into real estate? 'Cause, you know what I'm saying? Every other
Um.
week I got somebody on my page saying I got my real estate license. You know what I mean?
There's obviously real estate, and there's obviously houses being sold. Right now, we're in a seller's market, right? So if there are a lot of buyers out there, a lot of people able and willing to buy right now. So You know, if you can find a seller, you know, or find somebody that be a buyer or whatever, the action is still there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's saturated. Is there more houses than there are real estate agents? No, right now there's more real estate agents than houses on the market. But then, like I said, I have a plan. Like, it's not just real estate. Like, I have my, I have a company called Universal Denominators. We're designing T-shirts. We got a website that's been henceforth for like a year. But yeah, I'm working on that. And I'm also working on, a food adventure, a food venture, if you will. So I mean, it's not just real estate, but if a real estate allows me to basically build my schedule the way I need to, in order for me to do everything I need to, in order to keep everything rocking and rolling the way I had planned out. So that's why real estate is my main focus right now.
It's also one of the best ways to build wealth for people who don't have it or weren't born with it. That's the only the only time you're going to make the type of commissions or the type of returns on your investment. The average person put money in the bank and you get 150,000 back or 60 or 80 or 50 or whatever to make another move. So for people who already have it, getting a piece of income property, a rental house, a piece of land, anything has the potential to put them, set them up for something better and quicker and more of a straight path than a lot of the other types of ways, side hustle jobs, things like that. A lot of people will choose real estate.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, but we're gonna move on to Miss I Like to Talk. Good vibe.
I'll be hating. We don't podcast. Of course, I like to talk. That's all you
That's why we.
Let me start putting my hands up now because we know this gonna be a long one. Now, talk to us. Talk to us. Let us get to know you.
Well, I'm going to start with my why, and my why is what solidified my dreams and goals for the second half of my life. I've always been a little on the creative side. I painted, I drew, I wrote poetry since I can remember. So those were things that I enjoyed, but I never thought there was any monetary value in them. I didn't understand the value of your own personality and your own vibe and your own energy and your own lane until this big social media thing where you got to have peeks into other people and you got to see the things that make them tick and kind of it may not always be real. Some people do kind of set things up, but it does give you a look at what people are going through. There's people that talk about what they've been through, losses, death. Some people have been, abused, Me Too movement, all these things that are going on. People are expressing themselves and they're turning what they've been through into something else. And sometimes they even get paid to do it. Now, I used to think there was something wrong with that because, just one of those money thinking that keeps people broke is thinking you shouldn't get paid for certain types of things. We're too noble to get paid for certain types of things. So that kept me from even trying to develop my creativity to align with what I had been through. But we talked about this when I first came to the podcast was the guided journals that I wrote when I was going through my healing from my ex. So my notes and my journals and my affirmations turned into a guided journal. So my why is people see me and they see that I'm good vibes and they think everything is like hunky-dory all the time, that, I got here just because I got here. It was butterflies and unicorns and shit, but it was not at all. But I still found joy and I found peace despite that. And that's what I feel like I'm supposed to do. Like that's what I'm supposed to share. I have made skincare products. I've had clothing lines. I've had jewelry. I've done so many dang online stores. It would make your head spin trying to find that thing. And then I woke up one morning and the only thing I could think of in my mind was creative equity. Creative equity. Something in my mind told me it's not you making a product or selling somebody else's product. It is you. And my sister told me that a long time ago. So you always trying to hide. You want to sell stuff and don't put your face out there. You want to sell skincare, but your face ain't on it. Like you are the brand. There's no way that you're gonna make your dreams happen without you being the brand. Even though I hide, it's still comes out that way. Good Vibes was, a page that I was using to creep in the inboxes. It wasn't a page. It was a secret page. And then now it's one of my main pages. I get more hits over here than a lot of different places. So between my books, between my poetry, I have an online store where I sell spiritual products. So, sage and incense and candles, because all those things help me create rituals that help me heal from my breakup. And I just feel like I have a lot of story to tell, and that story is going to help other people. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
No, that's what's up. No, that's what's up. That's what's up.
What about you, Dak?
So hold on. We ain't gonna let good.
No, hold on.
Nah.
I don't answer no questions.
I talked a lot in the beginning. Hold on now. It's your turn. The people want to know about
I don't
you.
answer no questions.
What is your why?
About you.
Why, Dak?
Let me see. What's man? What's my why? My why is to have financial freedom to do the things that I want to do and how I want to do them. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be, full-fledged AARP status. You know what I'm saying? and I really don't have the I don't want to say I don't have the patience to work. I don't want to work. I don't want to work the way I'm working today. You know what I'm saying? If I could travel, you know what I'm saying, enjoy the world, then that's what I would do every day. You know what I'm saying? But my why is just really to, you know what I'm saying, is for freedom. You know what I'm saying? And I know basically achieving wealth creates freedom. And with that freedom, that gives me the ability to teach my kids, teach my grandkids, and build generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? So that y'all got me. Y'all got me. I don't, you know what I mean? I was trying to run from y'all, but that's basically my why. You know what I mean? And I'm truly striving for that.
For freedom.
Go ahead, Rob Deasy. We want to hear from you now, Rob. We want to hear from you, Rob.
What is your why?
My why. My why is so like people can live their life easier.
Which people though, bro?
So I mean, I want to be a great dad and raise my daughter to be a great woman. So that's gonna be first and foremost in my eyes. So definitely that. You know what I'm saying? Just bringing her along, teaching her the game. You know, even though she's young, I still try to show her a lot. You know, and try to bring her along with that. So definitely that. But like when I say I want, I want to invoke change or stuff like that. I've lived through a lot of shit. Like, I haven't seen death or jail, knock on wood, but I've seen a whole lot of shit in life. So that's how I really could talk from a lot. But I touched so many hearts too throughout my life because I ain't no street dude like that, but I still get that type of respect from them because I ain't trying to fake a front, but at the same time I've been through shit too. So I can relate to them, and you know what I'm saying, it's easier for me to get them to look at other shit a different way. So without me probably being able to relate to any of them, that would probably not occur. But I love to see young brothers who come from different walks of life or come from outside of, the good life. And, they willing to listen and learn, and put aside, that pride and I know everything mentality and be able to understand, hey, there's other avenues in life. So that's just one of the aspects of why I do it. And then like one of my goals for real is just to live more free, man, and dumb down this motherfucking toxic masculinity that I've been taught for so many years. Like you could say it, like that's why I ask when people say, "Yeah, I'm working on it." Man, shit, what you mean? Because sometimes it's difficult, But just trying to do that, man, and try to be, just live a good life and live a better life. I've always been one of those. I like to share knowledge. So I don't never
Mm.
worry about you, what you gonna know, how much you know that
Mm-hmm.
I know and all that. I ain't never worried with that because we all got intangibles to ourselves. So you ain't got the intangibles that I do. So I ain't even worried about that. And really,
Mm.
that's the mentality I try to push to people. Like, don't worry about what somebody else got. You
Yep.
could get in there and somebody be like, yo, they had all the credentials, but I fuck with you, your character and who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you just never know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I just like to, I like to be going out and just educating folks, and at the same time being able to relate to them and be able to tell them different shit that they ain't never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'd be amazed how many young brothers ain't never left their cities.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That
It's
shit
a
is crazy, man.
lot.
And I understand they ain't got it, but it's just when you think about it, they ain't had no exposure outside their city.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
exposure.
trying to get brothers to get the mindset that, man, you could come up out your city, man, come see something else. You might want to move,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know. So
No,
yeah, that's what my goals are, man. I mean, far as career goes, I want to climb the ladder. I'm more about trying to help folks. I ain't worried about trying to get up
mm-hmm.
too high. So that's not no big deal for me.
No, that's what's up. Yeah, no, I feel you because I don't want too much of the stress. I used to think I want the work stress, but I don't want the work stress. Good. Ulysses said, "What's the name of your album?" Oh,
I
you
just
posted it.
responded. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
All
called
right.
Heart,
That's good.
Heart of a Woman, dedicated to the Black man. And it's streaming on most streaming services: iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, all of that. Or you can find it by my name, Kelly Johnson.
That's cool. And Dee, the way I go about achieving that is is creating diversity in the different things that I do. You know what I'm saying? From podcasts, from investing. I also invest in real estate. Um, uh, I also invest in real estate. I got a couple of properties that I'm working on as well. So just really just look working multiple streams of income, as well as connecting people. You know what I'm saying? So I connect people so that I build those relationships so that as I begin to do different things, I know somebody that knows somebody and I know them personally. You know what I mean? And that helps me as well. So there may be, a time where I don't know something or I need someone to help me in this particular area, whether it's I'm doing a live event, you know what I'm saying, or Facebook event. I always have an expert at hand. And it's not so much as a transfer of funds, but it's a transfer of knowledge. And that transfer of knowledge sometimes is more important than the actual money. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I mean? And I use that to kind of create different ways that I can actually make money from it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I think Crash wants to have Rob elaborate on toxic masculinity.
Oh yeah. That's a good one. I wasn't gonna let him get by with that one, Crash. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, so I mean, when I say toxic masculinity, I kind of mean more of like growing up feeling like we have these defined roles and that you have to adhere to these defined roles. I don't really consider it too much toxic masculinity from a standpoint now, but I mean being raised to do everything the man and the woman do as far as traditional roles, I really didn't really trip too much. But also because of that and because how my dad raised me to be self-sufficient, I also had that chip on my shoulder. So like I feel like you have a lot of women don't know how to cook, but I do. So like you got to really be coming at me with some real shit because if not,
Cook
I
some
don't
more.
need you. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? So
Not for that anyway.
yeah, definitely not for that. I don't probably don't need you for nothing else either. Um but I mean like
I
okay,
want to. You want to need someone though.
here's
We
here's
just
an
don't have
example
a.
then.
Hey,
Here's
that's
an
Rob.
example of
I need a woman for something. You know what I'm saying? Rob said he don't
yeah.
need him for nothing. Let me put that out there. I need
Uh-uh.
him for something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying? I
when I
fuck when
say
I come up trying not to need him. So
But when I also say toxic masculinity, here's an example. So, man, I just turned 40. You know, I'm big on that right now. And
Yes, you
I
are.
never ever wore thong flip flops ever.
I know. Thank you.
Because I was around gangsters, and a lot of the gangsters that I knew, they was not wearing them type of shoes. They was wearing the regular Nike flip flops. So it
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
you
The
know,
flip on.
you would get clown coming around with them thong flip flops on and stuff like that,
Glad.
and just
That's what
being
the
like,
hell your
nah,
post
I
was
ain't
about. My
what.
bad. I ain't mean to cut you off. That's what that damn thong thing
Yes,
was
with
Yeah,
about. I was
bro.
trying to
the
figure
I
out what
boxes
the
never
and
hell
the
you was
wore,
socks
I
talking about.
never
and the
wore them
sound they
before.
make, him feeling free and
Yeah,
comfortable and becoming 40 and freeing himself from
yeah,
from the
yeah,
idea that he couldn't be a
40
millionaire
and
wearing
free.
long sandals.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
40 and free.
Man, look, I'm gonna
Bruh,
share something with y'all. I ain't never shared it with people for real. I be very self conscious a lot, all the
really?
time. Hell
Why?
yeah.
Why?
Shit, bro. Like, I think it's just the perfectionist in me, right? So like
Mm-hmm.
everything got to be perfect. So if it ain't perfect to me, then it's a fail. So when you trying to live life like that, ain't shit ever gonna be perfect. So it's a constant struggle trying to get there. So like that in combination with being bipolar, shit is crazy. So I like try to just keep myself balanced with that stuff, man, because it gets to be a lot.
I think of. I mean, way you describe it sounds like obsessive. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not necessarily. It's like you obsess over something to try to, for some reason, like you just you're motivated to think about this thing, like so you start thinking about it all the time. You know, that's to me that sounds like more like an obsessive, compulsive kind of thing, where
But
you
that's
trying to
a
like,
yeah, but
Well,
you
obsessive
know,
well,
compulsive
what? Well, I
it
think
used to be the definition of bipolar. Manic
yeah,
depressive. Manic depressive is the old school version or the old school term for what is now bipolar. So that up
yeah,
and down and that obsessive thinking and that roundabout
uh,
OCD, all of those things are mixed into
yeah,
what's considered
okay,
bipolar
and
personality.
okay,
you gotta
yeah,
think about my transitions in life, right? So I grew up with a
yeah,
military father, so that was pretty much like middle
yeah,
class to us, right? I went
right,
to Jacksonville, Florida, in the hood, right? So you
mm-hmm,
gotta adapt, or your ass
mm-hmm,
gonna get the wool pulled over your eyes. So I had
mm-hmm,
to adapt, and somewhat you become a savage because if you don't,
Oh, for
somebody
sure.
gonna come prey on you. So because of that, it became a part of me. It's hard turning
mm.
it off. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it over the years,
Just,
I had to
just,
start dumbing it down. Like I had to dumb down being a hoe. I had to dumb down a lot of stuff because if not, I still would have went hard. Like that's why I don't
mm-hmm,
understand people who think I'm gonna get married and that day you gonna automatically cut off your side chick. No, you not, bro. You got to prepare
mm-hmm,
yourself for that type of shit. Cause if you
mm-hmm.
don't, you've been getting away with 3 years. What
Mm-hmm.
you won't stop now? Nah, man. So
Yeah,
in
it's
life, you
gonna be
got to
yeah.
prepare yourself for stuff. So I had to
More,
prepare
yeah.
myself for transition. And really, when I left Jacksonville and came to Atlanta, and I felt like Atlanta was way more bougie because it was like way kind of hood down there, dreads and wigs, but it was a little different up here. So you get exposed to a different atmosphere. So it was kind of more like you got to go in the club with certain outfits on and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Down there in Florida, you can go in what you want to go in. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a
That's
Mm-hmm.
transition. It's a transition, in a mindset transition. Like, hey, bro, when I joined corporate America, I had to really learn to bite that tongue because I ain't scared of shit. So, I mean, corporate or not, I couldn't bite my tongue. So, like, you got to prepare yourself. And luckily enough, I
Mm-hmm.
had mentors throughout the years who really could relate to me and be able to, talk to me so I could change some of that. But I was extremist when I was young. I'm going hard and just being in that environment, man, and being around it, like you either gonna adapt or you gonna get that wool pull over your eyes, and you don't want to be the one with the wool over your eyes or the one holding the bag.
no,
So
nobody.
you
I mean,
you gotta adapt.
I mean, what would? Because I'm hearing what you're saying, right? But then, what would be an example so I can like calibrate me when you say that? Like, what this looks like this? You know what
So
I'm saying?
so
Like,
for
let's.
so for example, right? when you come somewhere, you know somebody gonna try you, bro. I'm light skinned, so they want to try you off rip. So if you back
Dang,
down from that one, everybody gonna
They gonna
try
come
you.
for you.
I got
But if
you.
you gonna fight and you gonna stand up for yourself, people gonna see that and they gonna want to either tussle or they not. And you gotta
Mm-hmm.
be like that, cause hey, I was light skinned. You ain't fixed. You can't just be soft. Like plus, I ain't come from no soft family, so I couldn't be the weak link. So you either gonna
Mm-hmm.
fight and you might get your ass whooped, but you gonna go fight.
Yeah,
That's
you
how we was
Mm-hmm.
have
raised. So I mean that's
Mm-hmm.
another toxic masculinity is your ass was gonna fight. And the way my family
Mm-hmm.
is, they gonna walk your ass out there and stand there and you gonna fight.
I knew girls like that who would cry
You
in the
know what
night
I'm saying?
Yeah.
brothers were gonna whoop their
So
tail
Yep.
when they got home.
Nah,
So
man.
they had better whoop
But
their tail.
why would you say that's toxic masculinity? Because you know what I'm saying. They're saying, hey, you're gonna have to fight.
when you get somewhere, bro, and somebody try you for no apparent reason, and
No,
you
no,
got
I'm referring to your family. You said your family kind
oh
of, kind of.
yeah, that's
Why?
just how my dad's dad and all them brought them up like that. Like they was
Do
like
you
that with
think
their
that?
sisters.
No, I'm asking like, do you think that's toxic, or is that just a way of
Hell yeah, that's
rate
toxic.
of
I'm not gonna
survival?
send my daughter out there to
Survival.
fight. That's how people getting killed these days.
They are.
Cause you
Mm-hmm.
sending your child out there like, oh hey, my baby a bad bro. You know, I'm gonna send it
Mm-hmm.
out like a pit bull. Then your baby get shot. And your
Right.
dumb ass looking stupid. You done sent your daughter. Nah, I'm finna go in the house, get your ass in the house,
That
and we
was
finna call the police. I ain't gonna
that
send
was a
you out
long
there.
time ago. That was a long time
Times
ago.
is
You know, not
different,
no more.
man.
You can't do that now. You can't do it.
Back in the day, you could
You know
line
what
it
I'm
up. Somebody will line it up with you, and the older heads gonna make
saying?
sure that y'all just do a
Yeah. It was
lineup. Ain't gonna be
honorable.
no
Like
jumping
it
or
was
nothing like that.
no,
Oh
So
no,
it
no,
was
no. I
honoring
can dig
that
it.
thing.
Yeah, I told my kids the
Nah,
other
that's
day. I
key.
was like, "Yo, I'm calling the cops. Your baby daddy do something to you, whatever, whatever. I'm not going to prison for nobody. I'm
Mm.
calling the cops, and we will handle it that way. Y'all can call me what you want to call me, but you'll call me free too. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Yep.
mm,
Yep.
Which is you know what I'm saying, which is definitely something that that people tend to forget. So
But yeah, but Rob, real quick,
mhm,
Rob brought up a really good point
mhm,
about mindset. You know what I'm saying, and understanding that there's momentum in your mindset. Like if you think a certain kind of way, you go in that direction. And if you think you're gonna stop on a dime, like Rob was talking about, let me just not do it cold turkey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No.
saying? Like yeah, you have to prepare your yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to want. You know, I need discipline
Something
in my life.
different.
I need focus in my life. I need I want to be a one woman man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that takes preparation
Practice. Takes
and
practice.
discipline. Yeah, and intention and intention, if you will.
Yes.
So yeah, man,
It's
yeah,
it's
so
kind of like
so
yeah. I
Jay,
just wanted to
go
Jay,
ahead.
what caused your mindset change? You know what I'm saying? What caused you
oh
to?
suffrage. I mean, not suffrage, but suffering.
What
You
you
know what I'm
mean?
saying? You go through something. We go through something in life, right? You know, there's a struggle. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if everything was always good, you just keep the same mindset, right? You wouldn't necessarily
Hmm.
grow. I mean, maybe you would grow through different avenues or through good examples, right? But when you struggle through something, in my struggles, what and how I've experienced them, I was in that thing every second. That's why that day was the longest day of my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt everything in that moment. And unfortunately, when we struggle, that's when we learn the most. You think about when you in classroom, right? Like
Hmm.
calculus is not comfortable. You really concentrate. You know what I'm saying? Like you are in the moment. You learning something. You know that's your brain. Just having the struggle in itself in order to learn something. Same thing in life. When life stories come in and things hurt you, like when you're going through a divorce, you know what I'm saying, that your child is is diagnosed, with autism.
Right.
Your father and your brother die in the same year. You're having a hard time getting gainful employment. You know what I'm saying? And again, you're trying to rekindle things with the ex, but it still ain't working out. You know what I'm saying? All these things, these things happen, man, and that struggle, and within all of that, it is, what, I have to find peace of mind in this hard time. If I do not, you know what I'm saying, then I'm gonna be miserable, right? Because right now, these are the things I know I cannot control. You know what I'm saying? So it's like literally that. So when that struggle for me was, I need to shift my mindset. What do I need to do? What do I need to focus on in order to get it? And you get serious about, what, you're right. I need to go sit down and talk about this to somebody. Oh yeah, you know what, you're right. I am drinking a little too much. Oh yeah, you're right. I might need to, focus here and there, or forget about something, or really heal from something. You just go through, this point where you fed up and it's enough. Like, okay, I'm ready for whatever the truth is or whatever the solution is, however painful it may be. I'm ready to go that way because I'm tired of being, in this particular place right now. Like, I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not happy. What is sustainable happiness? Like, what is, not for a moment because I got it real quick, but like for real, whether it's there or not, where's my joy right now? So, all right, that's enough. That's enough. I've been going back and forth, but yeah, that's my answer. That's my answer.
I had one more thing to add to mine real quick. So after my story, I mean, I've been through a lot of shit. You know what I ain't
Mm-hmm.
seeing enough of? I ain't seeing enough parents be real as fuck with their kids and telling
Mm-hmm.
your ass ain't built for the motherfucking life you trying to go and live. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cause my brother, he different than me. He wasn't built for
Mm-hmm.
that type of life. He wouldn't be able to
Mm-hmm.
endure it like that. So you need to start telling your kids, you not built for this shit. Like, be for real about it. Let them know.
Man.
Cause these kids, they ain't understanding. Like, we come from different era. Like, it's way different. These kids is doing crazy shit. So I think people need to start telling them damn kids, you not built for this life. Cause you gonna be the snitch. And you already know. And see, people, what these kids ain't thinking about is it's all good when you thinking about yourself, but they ain't coming for you. If they can't find you, what you think they fixing to do?
Your mama first.
They going to your
It's
family.
always your mama first.
And you coming to your
Mm.
mama funeral, they gonna be
Mm.
waiting on you too. So
Yep.
like you gotta be looking at that type of stuff. Like you hearing these little
Mm-hmm.
kids, they doing this Facebook and these little rap songs. Nah, it's some of them really out there like that. So you got to be telling your kids, nah, man, look, you talking about selling dope? Bro, look at where you got this stuff. You got this shit all on the table and all that here, bro. They bust through the door. You got enough charges on the table, put you away
Not
for a
only
good
that,
time.
they gonna rob you if you soft as soon as you step outside with it. They gonna beat you
Yeah.
down and take it. Then you gonna
You
own
got
where
one
you
yet.
got it from. Now you're gonna be in
One
worse.
way or the other. One way or the other, you're gonna
Yeah.
be stuck tied
You
up.
gonna
You gotta be like snowfall, man. You gotta be like snowfall, man. You got
Yeah. Oh man, Snowfall.
you
I
gonna
felt,
do it.
man, he
oh,
getting
my
beat
kids
up
are
so
ready
much.
for
I
all
felt
of it.
bad for him.
That boy
Yeah, he
love
got
money
his
though.
ass whooped.
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
love money
yeah.
though.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what about you? What about you? Good. You know what I'm saying? What your mindset? You know what I'm saying? Where's your current mindset now, and how does it? You know what I'm saying? Drive how hard, or you know what I'm saying? The challenges you have in trying to achieve your goals.
My mindset is good vibes for real. And it's when I first came up with that nickname, it was a joke because they used to call me Katie Kaboom, Kelly Kaboom, all kind of other shit because I used to go off. I used to have a really quick temper, and I had a lot of
Mm.
problems controlling my emotions because I was always a sensitive child, and my family was not able to comfort me when I was going through certain things. So I learned to not
Mm.
express that I was going through certain things, and then eventually something little would set off months of me trying to hold something in because there was nobody there to understand, what I was what I was going through. So I started calling myself good vibes as a joke. But then I
Hmm.
started thinking, well, what if I could turn myself into good vibes? What would that look like? What would me as good vibes do? So I
Hmm.
started living as if I was good vibes, even though I was not good vibes. So I smiled at most people that I saw. I gave a greeting to most people that I saw. I tried to give a compliment, a genuine one. If I saw something, I would, compliment somebody or thank somebody. And eventually, the person who I always wanted to be was able to come out. And it took me almost
Hmm.
20 years to get there. And it took a lot of crying and writing and journaling and painting and writing poetry. So everything that came out of me during that dark time is what is propelling me during this bright time. And I have to also agree with Jay that you just get sick and tired of fucking, oops, excuse me, sick and tired of just being sick and tired. And as a older girl child, being a slave, talked about this before, being a slave or a doormat seemed like a normal, regular part of being a woman. And eventually I got tired of, kind of like what Rob said, being the woman and the man. So I'm like, I'm supposed to
Hmm.
shut up and be soft and be pretty and be waiting on you in the bed, but I work longer hours than you and I'm paying the mortgage. So what do I get? What do
Mm.
I just get an attitude? And I'm supposed to just take it because I'm a girl, and then you don't talk to me during the day, but as soon as it get dark, you reaching across them sheets like you trying to do something, and I'm wrong, and I'm feeling guilty if I don't. Like I was going through so much trying to figure out who I was and where I fit in, and I always had a fear that men didn't see women as human beings. And when I started really internalizing those things and saying negative things to myself, I realized I had to change my whole circumstances. I couldn't stay where I was at. I couldn't keep the same people I was hanging with. I definitely couldn't
Hmm.
keep that same man and be happy. That just was very clear to me. Is that you're always going to be sad if you keep letting certain people influence your life, and that includes parents, relatives, and it's not that they're doing it on purpose. They're a product of what was done to them as well. But when I realized I couldn't count on certain people for certain things, I had to learn how to love myself and count on myself. And so out of all that came good vibes. And I live that every day. I get up and I try to, look at what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna handle, what can I take care of. Um, how I can multitask. YouTube is on. I'm always watching a productivity video or a tech video, a credit video, a real estate video, trying to figure out what I can get in my head while I'm doing this my regular 9 to 5. But I spend just as many hours at nighttime up working my non 9 to 5. I spend just as
Right.
many hours painting, writing, doing graphics. Not just for for us, but my sister and I have a digital magazine and a consulting company. Like we manage people's social media. We make magazines. We're
Mm.
working. So as long as I keep working, um, it's a fire. It's like you work and then you come up with more ideas of more things that you can do. And because it's things that I love, it's not work to me. It's um it's a pleasure to me. And
Right.
I'm just trying to get myself to the point where I can talk about everything that's happened to me and be able
Hmm.
to help people get over it. I took some relationship coaching and life coaching certification classes just because I want to be able to talk from a place of authority. I don't want to just chit chat about life. I want to have some tips and some tools. I want to be able to translate what I did into something that has some steps, that has some practice. It's that you can do what I did. I'm not saying I'm an expert or the only one who did it. All I can tell you is this person that you see today, the person that you see on here, and then we're vibing on Facebook and I'm posting cute stuff and everybody thinks it's lovely. It came through fire. It came through all kinds of fire and hell. And today I went through more fire and hell. But I'm on here and I'm gonna smile about it because I'm not gonna sit there and dwell. So um,
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's real beautiful. That's real beautiful. I'm using my beautiful word again.
mhm.
No, no, that's good. That's good. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Rob? What challenges are you running into? Oh, Jay is back. I got you next, Jay. What challenges are you running into, if any, trying to currently achieve your goals?
Um, shit, I still struggle with shit. So I
Mm,
mean, shit, like I said earlier, the perfectionist in me. Sometimes it's hard because I feel like, damn, I ain't there yet. So I'm gonna tell another motherfucker about himself, or not even about himself, but try to give him advice. And I'm struggling with the shit. But I also feel like I struggle with the shit because that's what I put myself through. It don't mean the message any different. It just means that I continue to bang my head into the wall. So I
mm-hmm.
mean, probably that. I don't know, man. I don't really let a lot of stuff stop me from achieving my goals, man.
Mhm.
Um, Now I'll say this, man. I live for my baby, for the most part, bro. So I'ma always grind. I'ma always try to do what I need to do and get it. Um, but like the whole guiding people and all of that,
Mhm.
uh, I think that's just a part of me. Like it's just a part of my life, part of me. I feel like a lot of people, and it's crazy. A lot of people have looked at me like a confidant. And I know a lot of shit about a lot of people, but I'm one of those like, you tell me something that's between me and you.
Exactly.
But a lot of people come to me a lot about a lot of stuff because I've been through so much shit, man, and I've seen two different sides of the track, so I could speak to different things. I think also people just they appreciate the genuine bluntness. Like it's a gift and a curse. The same thing people love me for, they hate me for too, but they know it came from a place of love because I ain't gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
shit if I don't love you. I ain't even wasting my
Mm-hmm.
time trying to change your mind. But if I love
Mm-hmm.
you and I feel like we close, I'm gonna try to let you know about something. And it's up to you what you do, but I feel like I'm less of a person or your friend or whatever if I don't say something. People be bottling
Mm-hmm.
in shit,
That's
don't
real.
even be getting their friends
Mm-hmm.
or family correct. Nah, man, somebody got to pump your brakes, and obviously these women or
Mm-hmm.
men ain't pumping them, so let me pump them for you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but that's probably the only thing, bro. Is just me struggling with my own stuff, trying to,
Mm-hmm.
help other folks out. And it's more of an internal battle.
Mhm.
I probably
Mm-hmm.
have more internal battles than I do externally.
Mhm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I find comfort in being able to relate to people and try to give them some insight on what they might want to do or not do. I find comfort in that, so that's why I probably
Mm.
talk to all kind of people, sit there and listen to their stories and all of that good stuff. So that's probably the only thing is just still struggling with shit.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Yeah, I know some of my challenges are, what I'm saying, as I get older, I'm trying to do everything tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like there's not enough time for me to do all the things that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So as a result, you know what I'm saying? Um, that definitely as a result, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't get all the things that I want to get done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very serious about trying to take people along for the ride with me. You know what I'm saying? I
Do you
can
think
do a
you're
lot of
hard on
things.
yourself, Dad?
Huh?
You think you're hard on yourself when you can't get everything that you want to get done in a day? Do you really be like mad at yourself that I didn't do these things that I said I was going to do today, or are you
No.
kind
Yeah,
of teach
yeah,
yourself
yeah.
like
I'm at a point
it's
now
okay?
where I'm like, if I ain't get done, man, fuck it, it get done tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Um,
I need some of that. Sprinkle me, please.
yeah, you know what I mean. It get done the day after. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna drive myself nuts. I get more frustrated when I can't get people when I'm trying to take people on a ride with me and I can't get them to see the vision. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I know I have it all up here in this crazy brain of mine, and I can see it in my brain, but sometimes I can't articulate it. And sometimes it's just like just follow me and you'll see where it goes. You know
It
what I
always
mean?
comes out, Dad. It always comes
Yeah,
out.
you know what I mean? So, but yeah, but that would be the biggest challenge, you know what I'm saying? And being able to understand that, everybody may not be on that same path in life. And what I mean by that is even like when I was doing some investment stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I believe in each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you AMC is a great stock and you jump on AMC, the next day, don't come and tell me, yeah, I bought and I'll just throw anything out there. I bought crypto at 2 cents a share last night. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You're not sharing. So now, yeah, now I feel like, you know what I'm saying? We're in this take relationship. And now I feel like I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't trust you, which may not be the case because some people may be absent-minded, like I'm absent-minded. You know what I'm saying? We'll get through talking about something today, and I'll go post something tomorrow, and y'all be like, "Yo, remember you just said that shit?" And I'll be like, Hell no. You know what I'm saying? And I think Paul is probably the only one that understand me. You know what I'm saying? And but it'll be 100% true. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the other challenges I face. It's like I do it for love, but I also kind of expect you to do something for love in return. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's more of like, if you ask somebody, if you say, hello, how you doing today? And they say, okay, I'm doing fine. I expect you to say, how you doing today as well. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't say it,
Mm-hmm.
then I kind of feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just
Oh, wow.
the sensitive cancer in me. And like Crash said, a lot of people live on a one-way street. You know what I mean?
That's right. Let them go on a one-way street, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not. It's not. Well, I didn't mean to cut you off, man, but it's
No,
not.
no, 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 no,
It's
no,
not
no.
It's not. You're not obligated to reciprocate anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You deal with. I take that you doing what you're supposed to do. You know, you lead with love, man.
Right.
You putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you don't get it back. You know.
Well, you get it
Yeah,
back,
It's
but
just
exactly.
not in the way that you gave it, and you have to keep your
that's
eyes
right.
open for when it comes
That's
back.
right.
Because if you pay
And that,
attention,
yeah, you'll
it'll
see
be
it. Yeah.
explained
Yeah.
to you clearly. When I do wrong,
Yeah.
that wrong comes back to me and spells educate
Mm-hmm.
out to me. And
Mm-hmm.
when I do good, that good comes back to me like 10 times, and I
Hmm.
can't
Mm-hmm.
believe it sometimes, you know.
Oh
So
Mm.
yeah.
you just gotta keep your eyes open, because some people aren't able to give it back. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
there's a
But
balance in
keep
everything.
doing the
It's gonna
good.
come back. Keep doing
Oh
good.
yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
Keep
definitely.
doing the good. You know what
I
I'm saying?
do my
It's
good
for
in
us,
private. You
not
know
for
what I'm saying?
everybody
It's
else.
like it's like you say, hey, well, how you doing? They don't say nothing. Then you turn around and be like, well, fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, nah, don't do the fuck you then. Don't do the fuck you then. Just you like just smile and keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's, you don't
Like
let that go.
just
Yeah.
smile, keep it positive.
Yeah.
Keep
No,
it
I
positive.
do a lot of my good. I do my good in private. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I don't even like the recognition or even want people to know, because
Mm-hmm.
it's not doing it for show. You know what I'm saying? I do all my crazy
Mm-hmm.
shit, my funny shit, my crazy questions for show, to get
Mm-hmm.
reactions and get questions. But you know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
When I truly, you know what I mean? Like if I had $1 million right now, I would ask each everyone on the show how much it would take to really push you over the edge to follow your passion, and I would put the money in your hand and say, go follow your passion. You know what I'm
Start
saying?
buying some lotto when
That's
she
Yeah.
gets back, because I got some meetings over here, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, my bad. I forgot. I got that part. I gotta follow. I gotta start
yeah,
buying
you're gonna
lottery
have to buy a ticket
Yeah.
first.
tickets.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess the one thing that's getting in my way, man, I just you know what I'm saying? I'm getting older, man. It's like, and I'm looking at what's going on in this world, and I'm
Hmm.
like, this things can be so much easier. You know what I'm saying? If you just do that, and the other, and a lot of times I just get tired of people like not hearing me or hearing something different, or not
Yeah,
even, what I'm saying, acknowledging like, that this, what you think that life is supposed to be like. You're not even trying to challenge it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of
yeah.
tired of the inefficiencies of us being together. And no, I am not. And they over here chatting in the background like I can see that junk. Nah. But yeah, yeah, I'm tired. I mean, I'm just kind of like, well, we've been existing this long. You know what I'm saying? We continue to repeat the same things, and I mean, like, why haven't we got it yet? That's why we're so close to like just destroying ourselves. I think. Maybe I'm going off, to a
No,
wrong
no, I
tangent,
agree.
but
I
like,
agree with you though. I think
you know
we
what I'm
are.
saying? Like, we
Hmm.
close to like we disagree horribly. You know what I'm saying? Like we lose honor. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't. You know what I'm saying? We liable to kill each other first before we even want to understand where we're coming from. You know what I'm saying? And it's really just
Hmm.
the whole. It's cool to be divisive. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And take what what you want. I mean, you look around the world of everything that's going on, man. As far as dictatorship and civil war, and people trying to control everybody, man. Like, I don't know. It's so I mean, I'm tired of like, why we've been here for this long and we're still so inefficient even getting even more inefficient with one another, and how we deal with one another.
Right.
And we've been given the solution over and over and over and over again, and we're still doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's I'm just like that gets me down sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Because
that's
we got people
understood.
like Rob. You've been in good. And yourself. I mean, you've lived to sow. So you live to sow something good, so that we can all be better with one another. Of course,
Right.
we're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But we're trying to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? In the most appropriate way. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
no, I don't know, man. Just
People who
just
feel like you, and stop hanging out with the ones
yeah,
who don't, because there's nothing you can do with them until their minds are open. If that happens,
right,
so I just hang out
yeah,
with people who get me. And a lot of people don't get me. They don't get me at
mm-hmm,
all. So they're just not for me. So people who don't get
yeah,
you and want to be inefficient in everything they do, they're not your tribe.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Some
yeah.
someone someone would have to really define to me what they consider success, because
Hmm.
success ain't always monetary.
No,
Mm-mm.
it
So
doesn't.
So
why don't
That's
you
the person
start with it,
that
player?
feels for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
once you say what's going on, well, yeah, yeah.
What's
um
your definition?
well, I mean, like I said, I feel like it's whatever's gonna bring you joy from whatever it is
Mm,
you're
Yep.
doing. Or it
mm-hmm,
could be whatever feeling you want it to be, but you achieving whatever feeling you
right,
want to get out of it, right? I think a lot of
mm-hmm,
people also, you got to understand that even if you don't hit it, how are you going to
mm-hmm,
deal with that, right? That's where I feel like
mm-hmm,
we fail a lot, because we set our minds on certain things, and when we fail, we always pushing that message of get back up and try again. Nobody ever says you in the wrong motherfucking lane. Get your ass
mm,
over here in this lane. You will be super successful and you will be great at this over here. But we over here focused on this lane, in the wrong lane. So that's why I say I need to understand what
mm.
they deem in success so we can go about this the right way. Cause it's a lot of
What do
cats
you?
out here. Hmm?
No, I was
It's
gonna say, what do you
individual.
consider success?
Yeah, it's individual to begin
Um,
with.
for me, it used to be monetary, and then it was also tied to
Mm-hmm.
titles. But then I said, fuck that shit. I want to be happy and have joy, because a lot of people, because I
Right.
did them 60 hours to climb the ladder. I did all of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when your ass get up there at the top, that shit don't mean nothing. I was teaching more people at the bottom than I was at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was so much more that I could give of myself when I was at the bottom coming up versus when you at the top, because it's like you losing touch a little bit with some of the folks that you really need to be giving game to. And I've been in environments where people shun me because I'm giving game to folks. Like like it was crazy. I was in an all black department, all black females. And
Hmm.
it just amazed me, man, that you have a young brother that's in here trying to show these ladies something that could help them boost their careers in different avenues, and then you
Hmm.
got other sisters mad at you because you giving them some game that might elevate them over them.
Hmm.
And that shit's crazy to me. I never seen that before.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
super crazy. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm in there. Like, I mean, I could have bit my tongue and not did none of that stuff. But like I said, this money and this title, that ain't success to me. Success is when I'm rubbing off on people in a good way, and that's gonna be able to boost them. Like when Shawty tells
Mm-hmm.
me I'm making 15 an hour. Boo, hey, let me give you some gains so you can get 45 an hour. Like,
Right.
cause I see them qualities in you. The manager, she don't see
Mm-hmm.
that shit. She mad cause she think you coming for her job. But I don't care if you come for my job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you
Hmm.
come for it, because what's meant for me is for me, and what's meant for
Nobody
you is for you.
exactly.
So I
Right.
ain't worried about that. But I'm gonna always show somebody something that I
Mm-hmm.
know is gonna boost them in life, because and it ain't gotta be monetary. It could be something that just helps them bring joy to themselves. But I'm gonna at least show them free of charge, because you
Mm-hmm.
never know. Somebody gave me the game. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Somebody taught me and had enough
Pay.
patience and not
Yep.
worry. about me taking their stuff, you know. So
Pay
I
it,
feel
pay it
like you
forward,
gotta
man.
pay
That's
it
right.
forward. Yeah.
You
That's
know,
right.
then yourself is your superpower. So you can give somebody the game, but they're not gonna play it like you. So I don't
Yeah.
you know, sometimes I do get irritated when people steal pieces of things from me because they don't
Right.
care what it took for me to create that. People think that
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
my sayings are cute or my little inspirational stuff is cute, and they don't know the nights that I sat up and cried for days and couldn't eat and was, thinking my life was over and was
Mm,
missing my child and, just going
mm,
through it. And they think that it's something cute to say or cute to take, but it's way
mm,
more to it than that. So, really, we don't need to worry about sharing the game because they cannot be who you are. They can't do it the way you would do it. So I used to be of that mindset because I did a lot of research to get to where I was, and then people will call me and say, "Hey, I want to do a store. I want to write a book. Okay, what kind of store? I don't know. What kind of book? I don't know. I just see you doing it, so I want one too. So can you
oh wow.
help
Yeah.
me? Can you
Mm-hmm.
send me what you have? I got a copy of
Mm,
yours? Can you tell me who your supplier is? All kind of crazy stuff. And I used to be like, well, why would I tell you all of that when nobody told me? Like I researched this, but then I got to the point
mm,
where I was like, you know what? Okay, you don't know why you want to do it. You don't have no reason why you want to do it.
Right.
I'm not going to be the person that's going to stop you. I'm going to give you the information. And you know what happens years later? I was going to look that up. I was going to. So
Hmm.
Right.
it's
mm.
Everybody always has a I was gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and
Some
those that
sort
do
of excuse.
something
Yeah.
with it will always remember that you're the one that gave them that, that little boost. You put your hands together and let them step up, and you'll be happy with that. You'll be proud when
Mm-hmm.
somebody you mentored,
Mm-hmm.
turns out to do something great. Even greater if they reach back and say, "Hey, I learned from this person." Now you done totally blew up, and you got all your good vibes back, and you got it
Mm-hmm.
that you didn't think you would get it. So you just got to keep rolling and doing what you know is right because I believe in karma and balance, and I believe that always comes back. And so, like, there's a meme that's going around saying, when I get mine, just know I waited my turn. And a lot of us
Mm-hmm.
have been
You
through hell
get if
and
you
back, are
yeah
still going through hell and back. And when it's our turn,
yeah
it's our damn turn. So no one's
Right.
taking
Exactly.
a turn from us. We just gotta keep plugging.
yeah. I find for the most part, if you for the most part, if you give it, you will get it. You know what I'm saying? If you give it, you're gonna get it back. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it's for the most part, but not all the time. You know what I'm saying? They
No,
don't
not all the
always,
time. But
speak that. You know
that's
what I'm saying? But if
yeah.
you give it, man, like over and beyond, I think you talked about it earlier. Good, over and beyond what you gave. You know what I'm saying? You start, wow,
I
wow,
truly enjoy
these things start to pop in again. Like, wow, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very important what you guys are expressing is very, very important to understand that, and to me to understand like why does it exist that way in the first place? Like why would you hold on to that? Well, the reason why you don't have it because you're not giving it. You know what I'm saying? You're
Exactly.
not you're not
Mm-hmm.
sowing into the same thing
you can't
that
receive
you're seeking.
you
You know
can't
what I'm saying? But you want it. So
yeah,
you all you want to do is withdraw.
right.
Well, the
Right.
money
Exactly.
you ain't put no money in there in the first place, so
Mhm.
you ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
get nothing. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
And
So
later on they don't know why, but you know why.
right, you know why? You know what I'm saying? Like you can,
Yeah.
you can. Soon you start to open up, you start sowing. So, put seed into the land or to a person. You know what I'm saying? Like Rob talked about. You know what I'm saying? That's when you start to see the cry. When it comes together. Like all of a sudden, like this person comes to this position. Oh, yeah, I know him. Yeah. Come on, bring him up in here. Like yeah, you
Exactly.
Right.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, instead of
That's
you
how
not
y'all
telling them. Yeah, remember you had that opportunity
do.
to help him out, and you
Right.
didn't. You know what I'm saying? And now he the homie, and you trying
Mm-hmm.
to stay on for the merger or whatever. Like man, nah.
Right.
Yeah, what you give. You know what I'm saying? You gonna start to get. You know what I'm saying? But
No,
Yeah.
you're
Every
right.
day.
yeah, dude.
Every day. It's magic. It's a
Yeah.
whole magical
Mhm.
thing that happens. And once you've experienced that magic, the shit
Mhm.
you go through it like, okay, I'm just gonna work
Yeah.
until the next
Yep.
magical thing happens, and that breakthrough come quicker
Mhm.
every time. I think the more
Mm.
patient you are, the less impactful those tough times are on you.
Mm.
You just
Mm.
learn to still find that piece in between. It's like when someone says, okay, you
Mm.
got 24 hours in a day, you're gonna let 1 hour that was shitty really just
Mhm.
the whole rest of them hours shitty too. And so
Mm.
you do like a
Exactly.
rest of the day. And the same thing with life. You're gonna let some bad things that happen earlier on in life follow you and taint your whole entire life.
Yeah.
Like I probably have
Yeah.
40, 50 good years left. Like shit,
Mhm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
about to enjoy that bad boys. I spent enough time back here doing
Well,
all the suffering stuff. I'm getting
you
ready to
got
go
you got
party and vibe
you,
it
Yeah.
now. You know, I
you
learned
got
my
50 good summers. You
right. I
got
got
50
some good
you got
time.
50 50 good summers.
Yeah.
But
No, that's right.
Yes. And that's
so
really not
I'm
a
Uh,
lot if you think about it. If you think about it too long, which
that's
I'm
Mhm.
right.
not going to, you be like,
Yep.
50 left?
No,
Yep.
so
you're absolutely right. Uh-huh.
so I wanted to share a story of what I deem as success. So when I joined this company, they were located in Atlanta. Naturally, they relocated to Jacksonville, so I was already there. They sent teams of people from there, from Atlanta location down there, because you just took whatever job. If you wanted to stay with the company, you had to come down there or whatever. So they sent this little white lady. She was about 62. They sent her down there.
Oh
Her
yeah.
her experience was in payroll, but she was in a benefit role.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady was struggling, like she just was struggling. So, I started to help her a little bit, and then one day she sent out some letters to some employees about them
Oh
having the ability to contest some decisions that were made, and the client was coming at the team crazy. And I basically told them, hey, I told her to do that because I know they love me, so they'll be all right. They ain't gonna get mad at me that much because they
Right.
already know what I do for them. So I take that blow. My management was mad at me, but what you gonna do? The client love me, so you ain't gonna do nothing either. So that went on, that went on. So you know what my aim was for this lady? All she ever talked about was making it to 65 so she could get her social security, and she had to continue to work. So I helped her out for 3 years straight. No matter what she did, I always took the blow for it, and I always helped her out so that she could, keep her job and stuff like that. I helped the lady get to 65. It was probably 65 and 6 months, and a drunk driver killed her. He hit her head on, shattered every bone in her body, and she died instantaneously. So for me, the way I look at it was I didn't really trip about. I mean, I was sad to see her go, but at the same time, when her family came up to me and was like, our mother talked about you all the time. That kind of made me feel like I achieved what it was that I set out to do with her. Um, yeah, it was tough. When you carry somebody for 3 years, that shit's tough. Like, cause you help them get to a certain level, and this shit was tough, man. But nonetheless, I that's what I deem as success, because without that lady probably would have struggled. She was already having mental breakdown, hair was starting to come out, all of that. And I just told her, don't worry about it. I mean, I'll write the directions out for you, give you screenshots, all of that, so that you can just follow, the template, and you good to go. And she got that down pat, and she had a bum old supervisor who was always with the BS, and I had to go at her. I fought a lot of her battles with management, like a lot of
mm.
them battles. But like I already know my position. Like I'm already confident in my position. You ain't gonna do nothing. So I'm not worried about that. You will to her. She's insignificant to you. I'm not. So that's what I mean. Like I always will step up for people that I know they ain't gonna be able to
Mm.
handle something,
Mm.
Good
and
for
they
them.
probably
Mm.
done let
I
management
got
know they can't handle it, and management
you.
still leave
Mm-hmm.
them out in the water without no way to
Yep.
survive in it. Me, I can't let nobody sit out there in the water and drown. That just ain't in my makeup. If I can help
Mm-hmm.
you along, I'ma do it. Now, what I ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna do is do your work and continuously do it. I will give you foundation.
And
You gotta
drown.
fish yourself, bro,
Mm-hmm.
or sister. You
Mm-mm.
gotta fish yourself. But like I
Mm-mm.
said, to me, man, that was like a very big moment in my life to
Mm.
be able to help
Mm.
somebody out and be able to help her get to her goal of what she was trying to achieve.
Mm.
Because this lady had diabetes and everything. Like, sister, one day she just didn't take her insulin, just let her whole blood sugar drop to a certain level just so she could get the little machine that automatically shoots the insulin in you. She let her stuff drop so low that the nurse told her if she hadn't got there within 5 minutes, she would have probably died. Lady, come on now. I got you to 64, and you finna go over here and put your life at risk for a little machine. but that's just what she was, what she did. So yeah, that was just one of the little stories of, how I felt like I was successful in life. I wasn't caring about money and positions in that moment. It was just like, hey, you know what? I know I'm finna take on some extra work and I'm finna take the blunt of blows, but it's okay. Cause even if they did something to me, it was okay because I shielded her from, because everybody not built for criticism. That lady would have cried and broke down. She probably wouldn't have never, she would have felt timid about everything. Me, you ain't
Mm.
finna make me break down like that. So I'll take that blow on for her. That's no problem to me. And I've done it before for a lot of people. I don't mind stepping up and telling management that it was me that told them to do something, or I did something because I wanted to do it and that was a smart decision. And here goes stuff to
Mm-hmm.
back it. You got to be willing to stand up for folks, man. So many
Mm-hmm.
people won't say nothing. They'll let people just do them any kind of way. Yo, man, you remember when you first started a job? You ain't know
Mm-hmm.
everything. Every job I've
Nope.
started, I started out there. They
You
threw
gotta go
me
to
in the
training.
damn pool, and you got to go out
Yep.
there and get it yourself. I never had
That's right.
nobody guide my career ever. You got to go get it yourself. So don't be sitting back waiting on nobody. And a lot of people gonna give you lip service. Fuck that lip service. You better go get it and grind for yourself. All right, man. I'm gonna stop. Y'all about to have the preach Rob out.
We're gonna have to do a whole Preach Rob show,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
life story show.
So you taking care of the meek, you know what I'm saying? The people that they can't necessarily make it, man. Like they're gonna struggle. Like you're not gonna leave them behind.
Yeah.
That's what is success for you. That's part of success. I would say. I know there's a lot more to it, man. But that's compassion, man. Like that's what I'm saying. That's empathy. Like what I mean. Like you give a shit. You know what I mean? Like like yeah. Like I'm not gonna just let management sit here and just tear you up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're looking to do. Anyway. They're not looking to grow you. You know what I'm saying? Probably trying to looking to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? But you
Hmm.
took the wings, man, and and you basically shielded her. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
man, that's yeah.
that's deep. That's deep. That's real deep. So good. Good. What's your definition of success?
Um, I define my success as making things real that I only dreamt about. And since it started to happen and I'm having more control over when it happens, um, that's kind of how I define, or one of the ways I define success. There was a point where I dreamed about certain things and I wasn't sure how I was going to get them, but I had the desire and I thought about it and I thought about how it would feel, and I walked in that feeling. And I thought about, this won't be the same if I had this. So if this happened to me, I would do this differently. I just focused on what that life would be like. And so many times I looked around and I had things that I didn't realize I had that I thought about, kind of like people who say they have a vision board and then they see their house on the vision board and they didn't realize it. It was kind of, when I left my ex, I was plotting a little bit ahead of time. I was hoping that he was gonna, change and we were gonna be able to work some things out. But when I realized it wouldn't, I just kind of dreamed. I didn't make any real moves. I didn't go looking for places, anything like that. But I dreamed. I had a little Pinterest board and I put dream apartment and different things in there. I said, well, I got to find something to be happy about. I'm not happy about losing my family, leaving my dream home, leaving all the things we acquired together. But I knew I was going to turn my back and leave it all because I couldn't take that energy or those things with me. I knew I had to start from scratch. So I imagined from scratch. And I think it was a year and change into living where I live now. And I was on my Pinterest scrolling through, and a couple of the pictures were just like my house. The furniture was where it was, the plants were where they were. My bed looked like the bed in the picture. And I hadn't even realized that it had happened. It just happened because I planned for it, I set the intention for it, and I worked whether I could see an end result or not see an end result. I just keep plugging away. Similar to how I ended up on the podcast with you guys. I started one. I went to Anchor. I set up my account. I got all these cameras and everything set up and had stage fright like a mug. And I was like, I can't do this but by myself. I don't have enough to talk about by myself. I don't think I'm ready. And my sister's like, man, look, you don't finish the book and the album. You better get your ass on that podcast. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know. Let me think about it. And then I come on here as a guest, and look what happens. I mean, I was just like blown over. Y'all didn't know, but I was just blown away. So success to me is knowing something is possible, even though you have no way of knowing how you're going to do it. And maybe you do have an idea, maybe you have some education, maybe you did something, maybe you didn't do anything, but just do the best you could every day. But when you see your dreams and your goals tangible, and you see that consistently, because now you've gotten in this vibe and you got this energy to you where you're attracting things, and things are coming into your circle, things are coming into your space. Someone's always coming into my space with an idea, with wanting to help me or wanting to talk to me. And I think that I'm helping them because they want to talk. At the end of the conversation, shoot, I feel better. I got something off my chest. She didn't reach out to me because she needed something. She reached out to me because I needed something. So sometimes people are helping when they think I'm helping them. So that's success to me. So success to me is being who I am today. Not being depressed. Not that I don't still get depressed, but not being depressed, not being a doormat, not saying, I don't say yes to everything anymore. I don't do things that I don't want to do. I do occasionally because I love my people, so I'll continue to do that. But living in a way that I imagined myself living, that's success to me. If I get nothing else than what I have right now, you couldn't tell me that anything better is available. I was a single mom. I had 3 children. I was living in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo in Southern California for $1,650, and that was 8 years ago. And I would look at my children and be like, damn, I want so much more for them, but I can't figure out how the hell that's going to happen. Then I meet a man, we move in together. His son's mother gets murdered. She takes a bullet covering her baby with her body, and she ends up becoming my son. Now I've got 4 children in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo in Southern California, trying to figure out how I'm going to take care of these babies in the way I would want them to be. My grandmother dies. She has a funeral in Houston. We all decide to pitch in all our little money, gas money, rent a van, and take a turnaround trip and take turns driving out to Houston. By the time we got in the car to come back to California, we had decided we were moving to Houston. I looked for a job. The very first job I applied for called me for an interview. By the time I got back in the car, they offered me the job. And I almost crashed my auntie's Beamer because they offered me double my salary in California if I could get out here in 2 weeks.
In Houston.
Double my salary. So
that's like quadrupling your salary.
Right. All my failures, the fact that I didn't finish college like my siblings, that I had babies every time I got in school, I got pregnant. I was, everything that was wrong, I had suddenly caught up. I caught up to life. I was at the age that I wanted to be making what I wanted to make. And I came out here and had a 5-bedroom house with a game room and an office and a huge backyard for $1,400. Not even $1,650, but $1,400, double my salary. Once that happened, I knew any damn thing was possible and anything could happen. And that is, that's my definition of success. Knowing damn well anything can happen, that you can make it happen.
That's inspiration, man. That's very inspiring. That's deep, man. That's real dope.
What about you, Papa Smurf?
We're gonna let Jay go. I'll go after Jay.
Okay. Yeah, man. That's real dope, man. Just you kind of just wildered into the atmosphere, and it came to life, man. Success for me, man, it's something I talk about in the show before, but I want to be as efficient as I possibly can and optimize my peace of mind, optimize my happiness in every moment that I am in, and not every moment, but just the moment that I'm in it right now. Try to be, not necessarily be perfect, but try to make the best that it can be within myself, but also with everybody that's around me, regardless of their background, where they come from. and leading with love in that whole piece. You know what I'm saying? And discernment to know the difference. That whole mixture of things. Being as best I could be. Somebody said something about Pornhub. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so just being the best I could possibly be in that particular moment, that particular moment, if you will, like saying. And y'all got jokes, man. Y'all don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Every morning,
I'm over here trying to tell you what I think success is. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you what I think success is. Y'all start with the shenanigans. You start with the shenanigans, man.
Every
but
morning.
That's you know what I'm saying? But that's what I would think. That's for me. That's how I look at it. It's similar to what y'all are talking about. You know what I'm saying? I guess in my point of view, it's just like the moment that I'm in, like I'm trying to be the best I could possibly be. And knowing what I know though, because sometimes you get into a situation and you're supposed to learn something. So you probably, it's going to be a failure, you know what I'm saying? But
yes.
you identify, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm probably going to fall down on this one. But I know, like, anytime there's a challenge that's presented to me, that's an opportunity for growth. If I look at it the right way, if I'm open enough for the lesson, you know what I'm saying, then I can, I can pick it up then and there. It might take a couple of times. Because we're imperfect, we're not necessarily, we don't know how to listen yet. You know what I'm saying? We're still, trying to push a narrative. We're still trying to, dictate what's supposed to happen or whatever, or this is what the social construct is, and we're using these toxic, things that we've learned, applying it again to this situation, and we're failing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go off too far on the tangent, but that's sort of what I'm talking about. Just being able to learn and be as efficient in that moment as I can, so I can be as happy as I possibly can. Not just just with myself, but also with everybody that's around me, especially when it's difficult to be around that person. You know what I'm saying? If I can have victory amongst my enemies, that's to me that's.
He shall set a table for me in the presence of mine enemies.
Oh, my enemies.
That is absolutely beautiful.
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 Yeah, that was beautiful.
You gotta say it like the bald head Smurf. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
That sounded so beautiful, Jay.
Stories are true.
Voice all airy.
Mm-hmm. That sounded so good, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you finally got you a cup to drink that water out of?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna be up all night. I'm gonna be up all night going to the bathroom though.
Hey, bless them kids.
It's good for you, buddy. Good for your body, man. It's good for your body.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working all night long.
Yeah, I know you got to wrap up, but before we wrap up, though, man, you got to give us your deal, man.
I know your feet deal? Dangling in that damn bar stool.
Hey,
I know you in that dining room too.
He's not there.
He's swinging them motherfuckers right now. They ain't even touching that little bar that come across. He's swinging up.
Hey, word to mother, right? I told Michelle, I was like, I'm gonna have to stop sitting up in these bar stools because my legs be going to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Tangling them toes,
swinging back and forth.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I ain't getting no circulation for the
kick.
Swinging his feet,
I gotta get up every now
back and forth.
Hey, he under there practicing that swing for the kick.
Yo, he get off the stool. He get off the stool and be like this.
He hopping off that shit like the back of a car. He hopping off just like you do the back of a car. He hopping off that shit. Man.
Top of his head. That's all.
I run and jump on that joint.
That boy put his pants on up in the chair, man.
Yeah.
So it don't get wrinkled and touch the ground.
You gotta ask Michelle for a boost up.
Like I'm on a swing.
Michelle, where that steps to?
quit hiding my step stool, woman.
Go get one of them bar stools, baby. It'll get you to the top of the refrigerator.
Yeah, I ain't mess with y'all, man. I ain't mess with y'all today.
I told you.
Oh man,
told
that
not to
was
put
a
the
good one,
cabinet
man.
so high.
Yeah, that was
Go
a
ahead,
good
man.
one.
Go ahead.
But that was a good one. I needed that, man.
Yeah, it does
Nah,
feel
let me
good.
tell
It
you
does
what.
feel
He's
good.
swinging like he on the swing at the playground. Swinging them
Yeah.
flutter kicking. I'm telling you.
I'm doing the doggy paddle on the chair, man.
Hey, I know how tall them bar stools is. I've been over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You be like, Michelle, come give me a spot real quick.
Gotta slide down his back on that thing.
Your step stool.
I told you
Hey,
about putting the step
try,
stool back in the
try to
car.
catch the
Stop
wrong.
ahead of that.
yeah, I ain't fucking with you, man.
We all short.
Shit, I think I'm the shortest. Yeah, I'm the shortest one.
I don't think so. I think I'm shorter than you.
I don't know. I saw you in them hills. You was like 6'11", so.
No, I had a 4-inch.
Oh,
The angle of the camera's on the ground, shooting up though.
I don't think Dak would ever have 4-inch anything on his feet. You know what I
oh
mean?
man. Yo, I ain't
He's
messing
just
with y'all, man.
he's just that short.
He wasn't even that short. He was taller.
Yo, you hilarious, man. But yo, but y'all gave some real beautiful explanations, real heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? I was back here
Heartfelt.
tearing up, man. Man. But my definition of success, it actually changes daily, and it's really whatever whatever I set out to do that day. You know what I'm saying? There's some days I get up, man, and for real, I don't even want to post nothing funny. I just want to be in a cancer mood, but I'll post something funny. And one thing that was real touching to me was this lady. She's a little older. I met her through someone else on Facebook, and we became Facebook friends. Cause they were like, "Yeah, he act crazy all the time, right?" You know what I'm saying? And she said, for the last 2 weeks, she said I showed my coworker your post. She said his wife had just passed, and he was going through depression, and we would just sit there every morning and just laugh. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, you don't realize what you're doing just putting a smile on people's face some days. And I was like, wow, I'm sitting here like, damn, you know what I mean? That shit it getting on my damn nerves. I'm like, yo, can you be serious for once? You know what I'm saying? And I actually receive a lot of inboxes like that. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know what I'm saying, if I can make people think, and that thinking can help them change their mindset, then that's success to me. You know what I'm saying? It might be a post where everybody's going through opposing sides, but someone can look and say, hey, you know what? Instead of saying all damn men are this or all women are that, you know what? I see that we have, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of men hurting, and I can really understand and relate to that. So I'm gonna change how I deal and interact with men. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna come more so in J words from I'm gonna lead with love and come from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'll keep it a buck. Money to me equals success because it equals freedom. You know what I'm saying? And the freedom to do the things that I wanted, the freedom to expose things. You know what I'm saying? Man, being married to Michelle, we travel a lot, so you know what I'm saying. It gives me the ability to have conversations with people in different circles. You know what I'm saying? I've had conversations with people in the hood who, as Rob said, never left the hood. But then I can go to an entirely different setting and have a conversation about traveling to Europe, to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Maybe on a company call. And you know what I'm saying? I may be the only black person on the call that can say, oh yeah, I've been to Greece. Yeah, I've been to Italy. And they're sitting there like, Oh
Oh,
my
you
goodness.
have?
You know what I'm saying? Right? Oh, you have? And I'm like, oh
Right.
yes, I have. I sure enough have, Bob. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He wrote it in. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And also
Yeah,
exposing people who haven't been
yeah,
anywhere
that's
and
right.
getting them an opportunity to see like, damn, you know what? Yeah, I still a whole lot of posts, Ulysses. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Dak lives a I don't give a fuck lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And it's not literally I don't give a fuck, but I'm just living life on my terms. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And that's success to me because
I
I'm
agree.
not waking up wondering, you know what I'm saying, how I'm gonna make this person feel, how I'm gonna make that person feel. It's
mm,
more of I know what I'm leading with love. You know what I mean?
mm.
You sure it ain't when they roll up on you and they sing stomp?
Hell yeah,
Stomp.
nah, shit. When man, people
You
be
gonna
rolling
mix
up
it
to me.
back in again? You gonna
Hey
start
yo,
that?
a funny story,
Stomp.
right? This
Oh
this big
yeah.
this big dude, right? He he kept looking at me, right? Where was I at? I don't remember where I was at. I might have been out at the lounge or something, but he grilling me, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking, I'm like, oh man, this dude gonna fuck around. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to do some shit, you know what I'm saying, that I might not be able to do anymore because I ain't young. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So he kept grilling. Then he came over, right? He was like, yo, your name Don Kim? I'm like, yeah. He was like, yo, you be posting some funny shit on Facebook, man.
Oh,
I'm
that's so
sitting
cute.
there like, oh.
I know.
Whew.
Then he started looking for that lost ass wallet. Oh shit! I
Yeah.
lost my wallet.
I was sitting there like, yeah, I'm glad because when he walked up, I was telling my man, I was like, yo, I don't know. I don't know if I tried to talk to dude girl a few years ago when I was drunk or something. And I was like, you know what I mean? Just get ready. So, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, man, success is all about living life on your
Your
terms.
own terms.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
when you mature and you stop allowing outside forces to influence your thinking,
Mm-hmm.
how you move, how you live, how you interact. You know what I'm saying? You see life from a whole new, different set of eyes. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
even when I there's days, you know what I'm saying, I might be depressed or I might be a little afraid about trying this venture or doing this and doing that. And I literally, man, I make up songs in my brain and I'll just be like, ain't no fear today. Ain't no fear today. You know what I'm saying? And
That
I
sound
just
like
be
some pop shit.
it's that old
Make a
man
song
shit.
for
Where you be
everything.
ain't no fear today.
Right,
Ain't
T?
no
Time to
fear
go to
today.
the party. Don't be peeing on the floor. That's that.
Don't
That sounds
wear
like how you.
no pants. But man, but yeah, you know what I mean? But that's it, man. It's been a great show. You know what I mean? From the comments, we hey Crash, I ain't from the north side. I'm from the Gwinnett. Yeah, that's it. But it's been a great show, man. We appreciate the comments from the comments. I can see that y'all really enjoy getting to know who we are. And I think we've taken y'all on a beautiful roller coaster over the last 3 weeks of you know what I'm saying? You've seen different facets of us and you see we love and enjoy what the hell we do. You know what I mean? You know what
Yes.
I mean? So but we gonna get ready to give us the chocolate cake. we gonna we gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. You know what we do. I'm gonna let one of y'all end it. I'm gonna end it with this: like, comment, share.
I'm
Like,
already got
comment, share. Like, comment, share. Like, comment, share. Rob Daisy.
Yeah. My big thing is know yourself, right? Know yourself. Know what you trying to accomplish in life, what you willing to do, what you not willing to do. And I know all of these come in time and they come by circumstances. Because it's not a lot of you may not be exposed to go through all some of the different things or be able to have that open mindset. But I always say people got to be true to themselves. Like if you true to yourself, you don't have to worry about nothing else, worry about nobody. You just gonna stay doing what you do. And I admire that about a lot of people that don't give a fuck. Like I admire the people who go out in a bonnet, because they doing what the fuck they want to do. So I admire that about them. I ain't mad at them, but everybody got to do the stuff that they love and that's gonna make them happy and give them joy. Stop worrying about what everybody else talking about, because most of the people talking shit about what you doing, they ain't happy in their life.
That's why they
That's
talking
why
about
they
you.
over here talking about you, because anybody
That's
that's happy ain't got time to be talking about
Yeah.
no damn body. So you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Just keep it real with yourself. Understand who you are and what you trying to accomplish in life and what you want to do, and you know, go after that. And like I said earlier, don't be afraid to tell your motherfucking kid that they not built for this life, because somebody need to tell them. So, you know, just keep that in mind, man. These kids, they getting exposed to a lot more stuff, man. You got to keep an eye on them. You just never know what they into, you know. I used to tell my parents, man, y'all gave me the foundation and groundwork. You couldn't live my life for me. So I got to make decisions for myself. So these kids need to understand, though, you going to deal with them repercussions, you know. So just make sure these kids understand what life about and what they willing to do and not do, you know. Jay, what's up, man? Why don't you go ahead and let us know
Yeah, man.
what you talking about?
Yeah, man. I think we all kind of, piggyback off each other. We play off each other real well, man. Like you said, it's important. excuse me, to rear your children in a way where they are better at the struggle than you are. That means they're optimizing their happiness more than what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do as parents. You know what I'm saying? Is to make sure our kids are having a better existence than what we know through providing our knowledge, and it's not necessarily providing everything for them, if you will. You know what I mean? It's more so you know showing them. I wouldn't say hey, you're not built for this life, but say, hey, in my opinion, this ain't your wheelhouse right here. So you're gonna get your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Here's the information, because sometimes they own the only way. I think the only way is to go through those experiences yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're mature enough to have learned from what things what you just said, and then yeah, these things have happened and this has been the result. Don't do the causation, if you will. You know what I'm saying? But some of them they're not gonna get. They're gonna have to go through. And so the other piece of that I would say is if you are a parent, or if you just understanding where you are in your life, you know, understand that what was going, man, I just was right there. Thank God, I just lost it. Sometimes it happens on the show, man. But it definitely had. What was I just saying? What was I just saying? Because it's important. Y'all wasn't listening.
Something about understanding,
Yeah.
understanding something. But you was talking about kids and their parents and
Right.
understanding, I guess, how they raise the kid or they do with the kid.
Right. So yeah, I think I've already covered the part of what I'm saying, you have to teach them how to be most efficient in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just leave it right there. Like you don't teach them how to to how to how to struggle well. You know what I'm saying? That's what you. So that to me, that you don't do everything for them. You know what I'm saying? You don't shield them from everything. They fall down. Although you might be broke up, you got to be watching, seeing what they're gonna do. Like you know what I'm saying? Okay, what's going on? What's going on? And they have that the server to jump in if you know something really bad. But don't give them the opportunity because you go, oh my goodness, get up, get up, get up, get up. To give them the opportunity to be like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be feeling this kind of way. All right, okay, you fell down, yeah, you hurt yourself. What do we do? Like, and so then
Right.
I'm,
When it happens
yeah.
again,
So hey,
be prepared. When you come from
teach them
nothing,
how
you're
to.
not going back to nothing. You know how to scrounge, so you got to scrounge
That's
again.
right. Teach
It's
your
not
kids how to fish, man.
right. The rest of
Yeah,
these people
yeah,
suffer. I'm not
yeah.
gonna
There
suffer.
you go.
I know how to
There
stretch
you
a
go.
game. I know
That's
how to stretch this ill extended. I know how to
yeah.
figure shit out. So yeah,
That's it. Yeah. Go
no,
ahead. Go ahead. Gil. It's your turn.
no fear. I guess my little word it'll be short this time. It's just that there's nothing that you cannot do. I know we don't think that's real. People told us you can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. We just have to learn how to kind of concentrate, how to focus,
Mm-hmm.
how to turn our energy into momentum. we haven't learned what that vibration feels like when you know shit is coming. You're not sure when, but you know you excited like it's coming. You don't know what the heck is happening. And once you start living and moving from that position with that energy, there's almost nothing that you can't do. I feel bad that I just learned, you know, how powerful I am as a human being at this age. I could have been power a long time ago, but I guess I wouldn't have power if I didn't go through all the suffering and stuff first. So knowing your suffering and your situation as you being broken, as you being useless, as you being hopeless, all that does is prepare you for what's to come, for the success that's to come. And it prepares you to understand people who have not made it there yet. And you can say, I've been where you've been. I've been hurting like you've been hurting. I'm not hurting this in the same way today. And so you don't have to be hurting the same way today. And that person can tell the next person, they don't have to be hurting in the same way today. And if we keep on sharing this energy and hanging around like-minded individuals who are doing the same thing and moving like we're moving, it'll be a community that's moving and shaking. Then the ones who didn't believe it, who thought we was talking crazy, then they're going to want to know, well, how can I join? How can they jump in? And we're going to lead in love, so we're going to let them in too. And then it's all good. So just, you know, it is about timing. It is about timing. When it's your time, nobody can stop you. So that's it. It's yours if you want it. You can take it. You can take it. I've taken all kind of shit I had no business taking. I have no business being where I'm at right now.
Yeah. We got to manifest it, man. Great show, guys. Great show.
Love y'all.
Hope you guys got something out of it.
All right.
Peace. I don't know.
Have a good night. Thank you so much for vibing with us, and you know, sharing.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to Dak. I think he might have fell asleep.
He had to work. He said he was COVID tonight, and I'm supposed to be.
Okay. I thought he might have.
I got to get off too.
Fell off.
Like, if you don't get off this and prepare this ticket to migrate, so I'm gonna go take care of business. But
ticket to migrate.
Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate your viewership. We appreciate being here with you. It's something I look forward to during the week. I don't do anything on this day. I don't even leave my house for long on this day. I put concealer under my eyes because I've been up 2 days to like 4 o'clock in the morning, so y'all wouldn't think I look like southern fried shit. But hey, so that's it. Good night.
Good night.
Good luck to you when your business crash. Take care, brother. Yeah.